Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. I'm just seeing the end of this Aston Villa 3, Brentford 3 game. Seems like a blockbuster. That's why someone was trying to get me in the last stream to watch it. But when my team have made a signing, I have no other, my brain cells can't be focusing on anything other than such signings. So it looks like it's about to get done. But we're here for the Chelsea versus Fulham match. If you want to hear me speak about the potential new signing from Monaco, that was the stream before. We got a good hour in there. Just sneaked in an hour just before this stream here. It's a good thing they dropped it when they did, because otherwise we would have had a clash. So, but yeah, very much looking forward to this. The lineups are on your screen. I will get the benches on the screen as well. For some reason, Chelsea don't put the bench out on their graphics. So I was kind of like discombobulated. I was kind of confused as to where the bench is. So I'm just kind of looking around Twitter. But I wanted to obviously come and bring the graphic to you early ASAP. So we just here with the team sheets, the first 11s. And we have a couple surprises in there, people. There's a couple surprises. We have a new goalkeeper to see. Obviously, we know he joined up with the team there earlier in the week. We haven't seen him at all in preseason. So it's good to see someone different that's not Kepa in goal, just to know that there's someone else lurking. It seems like he's going to be going on loan, and that was a deal that was kind of concluded and kind of reported yesterday that he'll be going on loan to a Belgium club. So kind of mixed signals here that I'm seeing him in the starting 11 for this game, because I would have thought that he would have been packing his bags to go to Belgium. If he's playing in this game, I'm assuming it's because it's an opportunity. So maybe that deal isn't actually done, and this is an opportunity for him to maybe stake a claim to be second choice this season. I don't know. I'm just speculating because he's in the team today. Why play him if you're not using him, and he's definitely going on loan like tomorrow? So it's a bit of a strange one. But he starts. Sterling starts as well. Carney starts. Nkuku starts. I think we may see Nkuku on the wing for the first time. Someone was mentioning it again in the last stream. Maybe seeing Nkuku out on the flanks. We haven't seen him on the wing as of yet. In preseason. Today he starts, I think, on the wing, on the left wing in that 4-2-3-1, because of course Carney is no winger. Brewster starts up front. We have seen him off the bench a little bit in some preseason games, so nice opportunity for him. Jackson will play, I'm sure, in the second half, and definitely probably start against Dortmund. And Santos and Enzo seem to be the clear pairing in midfield. We saw a little report that went out. It wasn't really a real report, to be honest, I don't think, but Santos, and there's interest in Italy. Listen, he's starting next to Enzo quite regularly now in the preseason, and it seems like a partnership that Poch wants to get put together, because he sees that's the balance in terms of getting some sort of defensive solidarity in there. Humphries starts again, despite I feel like his time, in this team is probably done now, considering that we just signed someone in defense. Unless it's Chalobah to leave and Humphries still gets the opportunity to stay as like a fifth choice. But Poch is trying to cut the numbers down. Gusto starts at right back, Chilwell starts at left back, Silva in the middle as well. So that's the team. No Angelo again. I know. I can hear the heartbreak in the crowd. I can hear it. You can feel it. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. But that feels very conclusive to me that he won't be staying for much longer. He's not starting again. If we don't see him off the bench, then it's definitely a done deal. He won't be staying. But if we see him off the bench, then you can still hold out a bit of hope. But yeah, I'm a little bit like, it's probably game over on that side. No Lewis Hall in the starting 11 as well. He's another player that was an unused substitute in the last game. So another thing to bear in mind is his future, and whether or not he's really going to be around much longer, or whether he's going to head out on loan. I'm pretty sure he's on a long-term contract, so nothing to really worry about on that side of things. If anybody has the full bench, do let me know. I'm trying to find it, and I think I did find it a minute ago, but now I've lost it. So I'm not sure if anyone's got it. Has anyone put it out? No, it just seems to be starting 11s everywhere. Where's the bench? Even like CFC Daily hasn't posted the bench. Usually everybody's got the bench in another tweet. I'm not seeing the bench anywhere as of yet. Where is the bench? But yeah, that's the starting 11s for Fulham. I'm not gonna lie, Fulham are looking a little bit worse for wear with no Mitrovic. I'm not gonna lie. I said the same about Brentford as well. Obviously, they both got good managers in Marco Silva and Thomas Frank, but I do feel like as if these guys, potentially don't have the clinical goal scorer needed to go and keep themselves in the top 10, probably definitely drop out. Absolute Chelsea, thank you very much. I'll go to him now and get the bench. So more thoughts on this signing as well. Now, we're saying that potentially he can't play in We're saying potentially 1v1. He might be a little bit suspect. His ground duels was quite low. We saw that, you know, in the previous stream in terms of his statistics. So his ground duels was pretty low. It wasn't the best. You know, it wasn't fantastic. Maybe he is regarded as more of a central centre-back in a 3, right? So Gusto kind of tucks in, as we've seen in pre-season. We'll probably see it again today, where Chilwell will overlap a lot. Gusto will tuck in and invert and be part of that 3. And maybe this new signing will play as a centre-back in the middle of a 3, with Colwell to the left, Badiashile to the left. So you're not really going to see him out wide defending in the wide spaces. You're not going to really see him potentially getting caught out in the wide areas, getting dribbled past. His aerial dominance is 70%. So any balls that come into the box, he's in the middle of the penalty spot. He's heading it out. And his distribution on the ball looks to be at least brave, switching the play, breaking lines. That's looking like he's going to be his job. I know he's played as a wide centre-back at Monaco, but a lot of people are saying that, you know, defensively, they worry about his decision-making and his attributes on the ground duels and defending 1v1. So that's just me just spitballing a little bit on where he could potentially be playing in this team. If we are tucking Gusto in, then, you know, it seems like something that he'll have to go in the middle. I don't know. I've not watched him, but that's just a hypothesis. All right, let's go through the subs. Game kicks off at 7:45. It is on Sky Premier League for the people looking for it in the UK. I'm guessing Chelsea will once again attempt to run some sort of stream on their website, but I'm not going to lie, it's very dodge and it doesn't seem to move at a pace. So alternatives I would recommend you find, because otherwise you'll be watching this game on slow-mo. I'm guessing Peacock or one of the US broadcasters will be putting that out there. One of the TV channels in the US will be putting that out there. So have a look around. But yeah, summer series, last game in the summer series. I'm not interested in the league table. Couldn't give a damn. Don't know where anybody is. Don't think anybody cares. Probably is a trophy, to be fair, at the end of it all, but none of my business. Levi Colwell on the bench, Cucurella on the bench, James on the bench, Maatsen on the bench as well for Chelsea. So is Chalobah, Mudryk, Kepa, Bergstorm as well. Cassidy also making the bench. Any injuries? Angelo on the bench. So Angelo has an opportunity potentially to be involved today. He is with us. Diego, go. The less kind of known show after Dora the Explorer is on the bench. Let's see. And Alfie, we call him Alfie because his name is a discom. It's just all over the shop, isn't it? I don't know. Gil Christ. That's what it looks like. I just call him Alfie. I'm not gonna lie. I just call him Alfie, man. He's on the bench. So that's the subs. That's the subs. I'll get that onto your screen in a minute. Let's see if I can make this for the blind people out there. That looks like as if it's doable. What is the Fulham bench? Because just for the sake of not having this lopsided, I'd love to know what the Fulham bench actually looks like. But I'll get this up on your screen now because I know a lot of you don't care about the Fulham bench. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of you don't give a damn. So I'm just going to get the Chelsea bench on your screen ASAP because I know I'd say about 90% of you don't give a damn about that Fulham bench. You don't give a damn who's on that bench. You couldn't care less. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to put that up quickly so you can see what we're working with. Okay. We're going to get predictions in a minute. We're going to go through the lineups in terms of what we're happy with, what we're not happy with. But I didn't expect to see Humphreys. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect to see Humphreys. I thought at this stage of preseason, we'd probably see Colwell next to Silva or Colwell next to Chalobah because I'm almost guaranteeing that Colwell's going to play against Liverpool. So I'm a little bit surprised to see Humphreys. But to be honest, Humphreys was really good in the last game, I thought, I thought he handled himself quite well. I thought he defended. He was solid. He was solid defensively. I didn't see any errors, any mistakes. So I'm not disappointed to see him. I'm actually quite happy for him, to be honest, that he's getting his opportunities. I'd love to see Lewis Hall a lot more than I'm seeing him in this preseason, but I feel like I'm going to have to, again, make peace that he is going out on loan. As long as they don't sell him, I won't kick up any fuss. Carney is the number 10, indeed, it seems. I can't see a world where there's much interchange here. Enzo has been playing deeper in the midfield for the longest. just not to have him as a 6 is a blessing, let alone see him as a 10. Santos as well will be deep. So I expect Carney to stay as a 10. You might even see Carney play wide and interchange with Nkuku. If you guys remember that game against Manchester City last season, Carney played on the left wing, and he's actually quite good on the left wing against Manchester City. He caused a couple problems, created a couple of chances. Brusto is the striker up front, yes. So he will play as the 9. So maybe you might see a bit of interchange between Nkuku and Carney. I'm not saying that those two are rubber stamped, but I'm just assuming for the before the game that Nkuku will probably play on the left more so than Carney will. But you could see some interchange. Sterling, again, in my Bleacher Report, kind of prediction for the starting 11. And I think I'll be doing another one on the 8th of August when the signings are a little bit more clear. Obviously, now we have made a couple of signings, so that impacts already my plans in the predicted lineup. But I did have Sterling to start right wing, even though he's not playing well. I just think Poch is going to be starting him at the beginning of the season. I think Poch is going to do his very best to try and get a lot out of Sterling. I know a lot of people are disappointed or very fed up with Sterling at the moment, and that's completely understandable. But I do think as one of his senior players, as one of his players that have delivered in the Premier League before, and he's going to be leaning on him for a lot this season. He's going to be looking to him to at least deliver and play well. I think he's going to give him the opportunity to do that. And if he's then not doing anything in the first, say, 3-4 Premier League games, then he'll bench him. Then I'm sure he'll bench him. But I think he's going to try and start with him, put some confidence into him, and hope that he delivers before he takes him out of the team. I don't think he's going to have Sterling on the bench for the first game against Liverpool. And it's Sterling's former club, so it's an opportunity for him to step up against a team that he used to play for. There'll be a little bit of something in there for him. Obviously, Madueke is not fit because he's still not on the bench. He's still carrying a little injury, a little knock. So again, that only brings his chances down of playing against Liverpool. So when I put that team together, people were like, oh my God, why are you not starting Madueke? Okay, he's not fit. Why are you not starting Angelo? Oh, I'd love to see him, but he's probably going on loan. So, it's a predicted 11. It's not what I want. It's what I expect. And the same applies to Silva versus Chalobah. Again, Chalobah, he could leave. So we know Silva's not leaving. So it's just easier to pick Silva. I think the biggest one that was contentious was James versus Gusto. I just can't count on James to be fit at any given time. I want him to be fit. I want him to be available, but he could pick up a knock at any moment. And then Gusto goes in. And Gusto's been really good. It's fair to say that Gusto, listen, Reece is the better player, because we've seen more of him, and I think his ceiling is just like, it's incredible. It's the best right back in the world. But Gusto's played very well in preseason. He's locked up Matoma, and he is inverting, and he's letting Chilwell then go and bomb forward and do the overlap. So it's becoming a 3-man back line. And I think James can do that role just as well. He's played right side centre back on the 2 corner 3. So it's a good little bit of competition for him. But I don't think James's position is secure until he keeps himself fit consistently, and then he should be able to nail it down. But Gusto is really strong competition for him, and I wouldn't be worried at the moment based on what I'm seeing. I wouldn't be worried seeing Gusto start games if he had to, if Reece James wasn't fit, because at the moment I haven't seen anything from him to suggest that he can't do a job. So yeah, that was kind of all the context behind what was a snapshot. Once the snapshot goes onto Twitter with no context, it's a long day. Okay, watch the amount of time Sterling will lose the ball. Listen, I need Sterling to have a good game. Because Sterling's not going anywhere. I need him to perform. I keep saying it. Sterling has to perform. It's not optional. So I need him to have a great game. I'm looking forward to seeing what Carney can do in the 10 after playing in the deeper positions a few times as well. Let's see what Nkuku can do out wide. 1v1 against players, and from that point of view, it'll be interesting. And yeah, I think the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. Humphreys will operate on the left. He'll play his passes with his left foot. Gusto will tuck in, Shaw will overlap. So I think the substitutions as well, we've got loads of options, so we should see at least an interesting second half. I think when Jackson came off in the first, I don't know what minute he came off. Did he come off at halftime? But Jackson came off in the last game and everything just went kaput. It just went dead. Second half against Newcastle was a bit of a drag. So at least this second half you probably will see Jackson, which means you might even see a goal, most likely, but you're definitely going to be entertained. You're not going to be bored watching Jackson. That is our young American goalkeeper that we signed last summer. First time I'm seeing him in a Chelsea shirt. So I'm actually very happy with that selection, even though I thought he was going on loan. We shall see. Fulham, like I said, for the sake of it being balanced, I'd like to get the Fulham bench on screen, but it is. Oh, actually, to be fair, they're the club that actually did post their bench, not Chelsea. So I did have the bench the whole time. But yeah, let me get score predictions going, and then I will bring you the bench. I will bring you the bench. Let's see. Predictions. So blessed, by the way. Thank you so much that this game is on a time that is not 1 a.m. Really thankful. It's been a long pre-season. It's been a slug. So it's nice to see the sun again, see daylight. You lot need to shut up outside my house, bruv. God damn. What is that noise out there, man? These kids playing outside. Why don't you go inside and play on the PlayStation, man? God, kids these days outside being creative and shit, man. Go inside and get on the PlayStation or something, bruv. God damn. Go on the computer. Don't you have a computer? God damn. Kids these days. Back in my day, we'd be playing on a console. We're staying outside. God, it's not safe outside. Jesus. Back in my day, you'd be inside at this time because the streets ain't safe. Streets ain't safe. Oh God. All right. God damn. 88%. Jesus. 88% Chelsea win. I expect to win. I expect a win for sure. Listen, you know what I'm on? I'm on violence at the moment. I want to see wins. I'm really, if I'm not seeing wins, I'm disappointed. Like I'm taking these games. I want to get into a rhythm because it's been a long time since we were in any sort of rhythm at Chelsea in terms of results. So even in friendlies, I'm taking it seriously. I'm looking for performances and I'm looking for wins. I think that does have a effect on the way you start the season. Whether you start the season coming off a pre-season where you've played well. Obviously, the level of the opposition is important. I don't want to see us slapping up, teams in Australia 5-0 and then coming into the season thinking that we're bad. But we're playing good teams. We're playing Premier League teams. So if we beat them, that gives me a little indication that we might actually not start the season horrendously. So yeah, for me, we got to win. We got to win. I don't know every single player in this Fulham team. I'm guessing they've made a couple of additions from places, and I'm unfamiliar, but it doesn't feel like the strongest Fulham team, just going off looking at it. But I'm sure there's a couple gems in there that I'm unaware of and I'm about to get humbled more than you can believe. Also, funnily enough, so yesterday, obviously, I was a bit late with the news of the other signing we made this weekend because I was filming with the Big Six. But you guys, you're in for a treat when that drops. I'm telling you right now. Filmed some fantastic football challenges outside to obviously go back to back from the foot golf from last summer. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you're going to enjoy. Brilliant. It's brilliant. It's just unbelievable content. I can't lie. Very enjoyable to film. But you can't really escape Chelsea at the moment. They're making signings on a weekend. Usually you think weekend is quite quiet as a content creator. You think, there's not really going to be much going on. The journalists are going to be, on a little break. There's not going to be any news. And then Chelsea go and sign 2 players in 2 days and both of them on the weekend. It's a bit left field. Can't lie. I was not expecting that. All right, let's see. Let's get these subs up. Cool. I'm going to get this on the screen now, people. Subs are coming to you. 88% I was seeing on that poll. Madness. Either the rivals are having no influence today, or you guys are very, very confident, as you should be, by the way. All right. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, that's up on screen now. So that's the Fulham bench. If anybody cared, it's there. Divock Origi is probably the most experienced player on that bench that I'm recognizing as well. He was starting really last season. One player to look out for is Harry Wilson. If you remember Frank Lampard's Derby season, when Mason Mount was out there on loan, Tomori was out there on loan, and they reached the playoffs. They beat Man United in the Cup. Harry Wilson was quite a threat off that right-hand side. He hits a good free kick. He's a good shooter. I think he's a good player. Yeah, he was an academy player of Liverpool, I believe. They didn't take upon, using him in their first team and they ended up selling him. But I think Harry Wilson's a good player, so I'm interested to see if he does anything this season for Fulham. Obviously, we know Willian very well. He ended up extending his contract just about at the end of the window. Vinicius is up there as well. I think that's a former Tottenham striker that didn't do nothing for them. Tete on the right, Robinson, all familiar, Diop. Not sure who that guy is next to him. If I try and pronounce that, I think we all know it's going to go very, very poorly for me. So anybody want to tell me how to pronounce that brother's name? Because that is looking like that's looking like a meal. I can't lie, that's looking like food. That's a mad name. That's something that you see on a menu and think, oh, what is that? Someone educate me. That's crazy. I feel like that's a Belgium. He's from Belgium. It's giving me Belgium. It's feeling very Belgium. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Check Fuad's tweet about an hour ago. Yes. Well, okay. So Fuad is a football manager fanatic, right? And he's very, very well versed, it seems, on the French talents. And he, I don't know if he's watching a lot of French Ligue 1 games. I haven't asked, but he definitely knows the French market because he's always playing on Football Manager with those players. But he's not afraid to give a compliment. If he thinks someone's very good, he'll let you know, even if they're going to a rival club. Like he was very, very big on the Chelsea signing of Badiashile. As soon as we signed Badiashile, he said that's a great signing. I wanted him at Tottenham, etc. So he's not going to be being salty. I can assure you, it's just an opinion that he's going to give on the player. I'm interested to see what he thinks actually, because he does. So he said, decent backup option, not Chelsea caliber in my opinion. If they have title ambitions or trying to replace Fofana, Badiashile, be better off giving Chalobah an actual chance. Desassi, probs a better fit for Tottenham, but I'd rather Lukba. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. I can't pass any judgment. Not gonna lie. People are saying let's get Elise next or Cherki and then Mbappe to make it the French national team. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Let's see what's people been saying. People think Iceman is Saj in disguise. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh my god. He's definitely not. I can tell you that. He's definitely not. Iceman is just on another level. Calvin Bassi. Yes, so he's on the thumbnail. They signed him this summer. Where did they sign him from? He's not in the team today. He's on the bench, is he? Is he on the bench? Yes, he's on the bench. I've never watched him. But he has signed from Rangers. Oh, right. Maybe I have watched him then. And was he? Let's take a look. He might be something. So he's was he? Okay, I need to go through this one because this is quite an interesting one. I have watched him once. I think I've watched him once. So I watched Rangers versus Dortmund in the Europa League. Again, I don't know why this knockout tie stands out so much, but it was such an entertaining tie. I won't forget it. Dortmund getting knocked out by Rangers in the Europa League, not last season. I think it was the season before. Really good game. So he has played for Rangers. So let's get this straight. He was at Leicester in the under-18s, then the under-21s. He went to Rangers for 10. No, he went to Rangers on a free. He went to Rangers on a free in 2020. Then he went to Ajax after Rangers for 10 million euros. And then, wait, no, that's his market value. Sorry, he went for a lot more. He went for 23 million euros to Ajax from Rangers. His market value is 10 million euros at the time. It's 15 million euros market value. And then he's gone for 22.5 million to Fulham after doing a season. I think it is a season at Ajax. He is a centre-back. He plays left side centre-back, I think. He's from Nigeria. Interesting. Let's see how he plays. It'll be interesting. He's on the bench. Let's see if he comes on. So yeah, a lot of scouting has been done, it seems. He's very pacey. Okay, interesting. Rangers versus RB Leipzig was outstanding. So did he play that year? Am I remembering him correctly? So that was the 2020. That was the 20. What year was that? 22. No. He might have, he might have played, guys. He might have played against Dortmund. I'm not sure. Let me know. But you guys are talking about Leipzig. He played against Leipzig. No, he didn't play. You're just talking about that game, Rangers versus Leipzig. Yeah, that Europa League knockout stage. There was some great games in there. I have to say, some really good games. It was actually slightly more entertaining than the Champions League in some of those rounds. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Okay, let's see what else is being said. Do you know that Cherki's agent is Mbappe's mother? That the negotiations will be crazy for this guy. Also, there was a report that dropped about attitude issues, potentially kind of them straying away from him because of attitude. I don't know. It's not the first time I've actually heard about potential attitude issues with Cherki, but I don't know him, so I ain't going to pass judgment, but it's just something that came up. Let's see. Because obviously, if you're going to get him off the ball, coming a bit closer to what Poch's ideals are, you're going to need the attitude to be absolutely spot on, because off the ball right now is pretty much non-existent. But I don't know if that's a fair report or what's going on there. So a lot of people are putting in Ajax in the chat for sure. Thoughts on a new signing today? So I haven't watched him. We went and did a little bit of a background check on the player. 6'3", right-footed, played on the right side of centre back for Monaco in a 3 and in a 4, mostly in a 4, but sometimes in a 3. So he's adjustable. And it seems like as if he's an aggressive defender. Some people have been saying in the chat he's pretty aggressive on the front foot, which probably counterbalanced Badiashile and Colwell quite well, because they're a little bit more composed, a little bit more calm. He's played with Badiashile as well, so there's maybe some chemistry there. He's also played with Malang Sarr, so there's definitely some Chelsea connections there. And obviously Lawrence Stewart is at Chelsea and has ties with Monaco, come from Monaco. And he's captain, which someone brought up brilliantly in the chat in the last stream. He's captain for Monaco. So that's hopefully some intangibles there. Now, I don't know how he is defending 1v1 and whether if he can defend in wide areas, if he's a bit rash, if he can be caught, if he's giving away silly fouls. All that kind of stuff will be interesting to see. But when I checked out, the stats and the percentiles and stuff, his passing kind of stood out as something that was pretty bold and quite, he's a big switcher of play. He's going to play the ball forward. He's not going to go side to side too much. And that did bring down his pass completion down a bit. But that's not really a big issue for me if you're playing those long passes and you're trying to find maybe a Chil or Mudryk in behind and you're giving us that Levi Colwell kind of long pass and breaking lines. If you do it well, then no problem. It's if you're making short passes and then you're giving it away, then we have a massive issue, because you're gonna turn over the ball for the opposition to score. So if he's playing a lot of bold passes and he's playing out from the back, then fantastic. But yeah, for me, the biggest thing that is good to see just off the subsurface level is that aerially, 70% aerial duels he's winning. Chalobah was 49, and I think Gerhi was like 55. So we need the aerial duels. You need to be dominant in the air. Badiashile dominant in the air. Colwell dominant in the air. This guy dominant in the air. 70% is brilliant. Anderson at Crystal Palace was 71%. We need dominant defenders in the air, and I was very, very big on that, purely because the goalkeeper is not claiming any crosses and he's not imposing figure. So and that's not even to mention before we get to the fullbacks. Cucurella could probably maybe get done back post. All the fullbacks really could get done. Gusto got done by Matoma there in the preseason friendly. Matson definitely can get done in the air. And the midfield is not the tallest until yesterday's signing as well, who's quite a larger than life figure, and again probably aerial duels is quite combative and wins his duels. So until he came in, it was really just Cassidy. So yeah, we aerially need to be a bit better. We got bullied against Arsenal at home last season. I'm not really trying to see that again. I want to get back to a Chelsea team that can kind of be a threat on set pieces and be a lot more of a team that can bully others. And we need leaders as well. Spot on, we need leaders. So if he's got leadership traits, then that's good as well. But I can't vouch for him, that's for sure. And you know me, I'm not vouching for guys I don't know. I'm a big voucher of Caicedo. I'm a big voucher of Enzo. Wasn't a massive voucher of Mudryk or anyone. I don't know these guys, but the scouting's been good since they came in January. So we just got to trust the scouts and look forward to seeing what he does in a Chelsea shirt. I'm not from Africa in terms of the country. I'm Jamaican. In terms of the grandparents, they were born in Jamaica, so that is my immediate relations. But we all from Africa. If you want to put it that way, we all from Africa. So, but I can't pinpoint what country for you. I'm going to just give you the whole continent. I'm from the whole continent. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. All right, let's see. Is it official? So it's not officially announced, but it is an agreement reached. It's an agreement has been reached of 45 million euros. So the deal is on its way to being done. There definitely will not be any issues on personal terms, because he's making what seems to be about 20k a week max. I don't know the exact figure because, you know, sites are a little bit confusing as to what figure is correct. But yeah, it seems like, you know, it seems like as if personal terms will not be a problem. I'm sure he's jumping at the chance to come to Chelsea. 45 million euros. It's a lot of money to pay for someone and not kind of use them in the 11, or at least use them quite effectively and use them as a mainstay in your defense. I think I'm not saying he's going to come in and start immediately, but I do believe that when you're putting that kind of investment into him, the plan is that he is going to start, especially with Fofana out. If he's the Fofana alternative and the replacement, he's got to be starting, because Fofana was going to start this season, you know, and Poch was making that quite clear. He was a big part of the plans until he got injured. It was a big issue for Chelsea that he got injured. You know, it was an interesting one that we got him, because now, you know, what happens with Chalobah, but also just because Poch was saying that we might look into the centre-back market, but then he's also very clear on only having 4 centre-backs and only having, you know, quite, you know, airtight squad. He doesn't want to have too many players. So it's interesting. Apart from Nico, who do you think will be the dark horse? Oh, for us, in terms of Nicholas Jackson is obviously a clear dark horse. Good question. I want to go with, it's difficult because I feel like if we don't sign Caicedo, then Andre Santos's involvement in this team absolutely skyrockets. And then I go with Andre Santos purely because he's going to get a lot of minutes. But I like that shout in there from Itest Merchant, and that's actually going to be my shout, is Ian Matson. I think Ian Matson has an opportunity here to really shock a lot of people because it's his first Premier League season. He's only had championship loans. He's been at Charlton. He's been at Burnley. I believe there's another team that he's been at as well that I'm probably forgetting. Coventry, that's it. He's been at Coventry. League One / Championship loans, but he's technically really, really good. We're seeing assists, we're seeing good crosses, we're seeing good shots, we're seeing him occupy central spaces, we're seeing him play left wing, right wing. We know he can play left back. So I think for me, he's the dark horse. I want to say Gusto, but I feel like people know Gusto's good. A lot of time I've kind of mentioned Gusto in rival circles, and they're like, yeah, that's a good Reece James deputy, or that's a good Reece James replacement. Maybe it's just because in preseason he's impressed them so much. I don't know, but I don't feel like Gusto is even a dark horse. I think people actually just think Gusto is going to be good. So I'm going to go with Ian Matson. Humphreys will be playing on the left-hand side. He'll be playing on the left. He'll be definitely playing on the left. Silva will play on the right. Gusto will tuck in, and Chil will bomb forward. So it'll probably just change to a 3 on the ball. Off the ball, it will be a 4. Off the ball, it will be a 4. On the ball, it will be a 3. So that's the way to look at it. Because in build-up, Chilwell's not deep. Tends to be Chilwell moves a bit higher up in build-up play. And that allows now Nkuku to come a little bit more narrow, because Chilwell's basically saying, I'm operating the entire flank like a wing-back, and I'm patrolling, and I'm making those runs. So I actually need space to do that. So Nkuku tucks in and becomes quite close to Carney, and then you get that box midfield with Enzo Santos at the base of the box, Nkuku on the left, Carney on the right at the top of the box. You've got Sterling stretching the width of the play on the right, because you need width because Gusto's tucking in. So it's the opposite way around. So Sterling is the reason. This is why I think Sterling's going to play so much, is because right now we're tucking in our right back, so we need someone to hold the width. Sterling's going to hold the width better than probably Angelo. Even though I like Angelo, he's obviously trying to do the combinations and cut inside. Madueke maybe will hold the width as well. He likes to dribble and go around the outside, but he's not fit. So Sterling will play on the right, hold the width, and then you've got your striker up there, and then Nkuku will try and make the runs in beyond as well. So that's how you should probably try and envision it. A 3 box, and you got 1 fullback bombing on, 1 tucking in. And Chilwell and Sterling you can look at as just opposite wingers, flank players there. Chilwell and Sterling on the wings, and Nkuku top of the box there with Carney. That's at least how I expect to see it when we're in possession. If we don't see that, then it is what it is. Okay. No, I don't think Chelsea should go for David Raya. I don't. I was a fan of watching him last season in some of Brentford's best games, but then when I dug into it a bit more, because I wanted to come to a little bit of a conclusion on the goalkeeper as to who I wanted us to get, and I did mention Raya's name, and the comments were like, "Oh, I don't know about that one." I was like, "Oh, okay." So clearly the eye test, I need to dig into the statistics. And then I started digging, and I was like, okay, fair enough. I see why people are a little bit hesitant. He's given a bit of capo with that kind of, you know, not dominating your penalty box. And, you know, even people have questioned whether or not, with a high line, whether or not he's really going to sweep, because obviously we play a lot higher line than Brentford do, but mainly with the cross collection and mainly with just dominating your penalty area. He's not the tallest, and on top of that as well, people have seen that long shots have been flying in for him as well. So yeah, it just feels like Kepa 2.0. I'm not reading the Spanish market for goalkeepers right now. Spanish market for goalkeepers is looking a little bit average. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking too good. So yeah, it's not looking great. Jan Sommer, a lot of experience there. You've got Keylor Navas. Again, these aren't perfect players, but they're cheap, experienced stopgaps. I'd prefer them to Sanchez at Brighton, that's for sure. 15 minutes until kickoff, people. 15 minutes until kickoff. People are saying that he plays DM, but when we checked out earlier, he's only played at DM one time, according to Transfer Market. So I wouldn't say he's going to play DM, really. I wouldn't say he's going to play DM. I'd say that the signing we made yesterday is more likely to play DM. And if we don't get Caicedo, it will be him and Santos. If we do get Caicedo, one of them will go out on loan. This guy will definitely, I think, play centre-back, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. What else is being said? Where's Madueke? Madueke is not fit. Amari Hutchinson's balling out for Ipswich. Obviously, Fofana's on loan out for Union Berlin. Webster is on loan in the Dutch league. Who else is out on loan at the moment? Got quite a few players out on loan. Yeah, Gusto to tuck in. Why is the Chelsea app showing it? If they're showing it, then great. But yeah, it's a bit techie over there. It's not always. Has Matson tried DM? Good question. Where's Lewis Hall? Lewis Hall is on the bench. He's on the bench. He did play with Badiashile. Yeah, he did. He did. We saw that in the earlier stream there, that he has played with him. He has indeed played with him. Kevin Durant is a blue. You saw the same coverage I did as well. Let's take a look at the poll. 84% to Chelsea, 8% draw, and 9% for the Fulham win. The next watch along after this will be on Thursday. It's a 1:30 a.m. I think kickoff in the UK against Dortmund, and then the next watch along after that is literally going to be Chelsea-wise Liverpool. I will obviously cover the Community Shield next weekend, and I'll be looking to see what weekend the European leagues start. Is any European league starting next weekend, guys? Any European league starting next weekend? Let me know, because I know the Premier League obviously starts the weekend after. If any European leagues are starting next weekend, I'm there. I'm ready. Not Saturday actually. I'm not actually away Saturday, but damn it. So let's see. Okay, let me see. You guys are saying there's some news potentially. Maybe. Let's see. Poch says a whole new starting 11 will play in the second half. So he is literally giving everyone opportunities today. Hopefully we see Hall. Also, what was I going to say? So these are the things that we haven't got done yet that we ought to get done. No sponsorship yet on the main shirt. Don't know what's going on there, but the season starts in 2 weeks and we still don't have a sponsorship. I don't know if we're going to go into the season with no sponsorship and just let the 25 million go, or what we're doing. But it feels a bit weird that we haven't got a sponsorship yet. Also, no away kit has come out yet. Not seeing the away kit. I'm guessing it's ready to go, but it's not here. And then obviously, therefore, the third kit is not out as well. So yeah, we're moving a little bit weird. I can't lie. Most clubs have this stuff done already, so not very impressed on that side of stuff. But yeah, let's hopefully see these things get sorted in the next week, because the season is literally about to start and we don't even know what our away kit looks like, or the third kit, and we don't have a sponsor or a shirt sleeve sponsor. So yeah, bit crazy. Arsenal versus Manchester City is in the Community Shield final because Man United lost the FA Cup final. Yeah, and also on the outgoings, no news on Ziyech leaving, no news on Lukaku leaving, no news on Hudson-Odoi. I think Hudson-Odoi is meant to be joining Fulham. I think these two clubs will agree. Shame actually that he just didn't agree before this game, because I would have been more than happy and more than fine to see Hudson-Odoi in a Fulham shirt for this game just to watch him. So it's better than not seeing him. So yeah, I think he'll go to Fulham. They went with a 4 million offer. We want 8 million. I'm sure they'll sort that because it's only a 4 million. I mean, it's a lot considering the lack of money even in the first place. But yeah, I'm sure the two clubs will sort that out. And Malang Sarr is another one to go as well. And I think that's it. In terms of like deadwood players, I think that's everyone, isn't it, really? So we've almost completed the clear out. It's 5 minutes down the road for Cal. Yeah, it is. Now, Malang Sarr is just not good enough. And, you know, when you've got Badiashile and Leo Colwell as your left-footed centre-backs, you don't need to have Malang Sarr. And even then, you've got Humphreys as a guy that can use his left foot as well. And he's not on 100k a week. I can assure you that. He's probably on about 10 or 15. So Malang Sarr, just from a cost standpoint, don't make no sense being here. 100k a week for him is crazy. Yeah, so if it was teased a couple of weeks ago, then cool. But I'm just saying, like, it hasn't been released. It's like, should really be in the club shop by now. We should be able to purchase it. How are we able to purchase the home kit, people? Because I'm seeing some people on Twitter are wearing the home kit, and I'm not. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it hasn't gone on sale in the mega store, has it? So when can we buy the home kit? Because again, we still can't buy the home kit. Everybody else has got their home kits. We can't buy the home kit. It's crazy. So let me know. Let me know. It was teased a few weeks ago by Chelsea on Twitter. Yeah, we didn't release it then, innit? Like, they need to release the thing mid-August. They need to release it. 10th of August. That's mad. 10th of August. So literally just before the season starts. That's mad. Yeah, I said in my video, I don't know. It seems like he can be a box-to-box 8 and he can also be a 6. I don't know. He's been playing as a part of a double pivot for Monaco. He's been playing as part of a double pivot for his team. So I'm not sure. Right? He could be a 6. He could be an 8. He's got very similar traits to Lavia, it seems, but slightly better defensively. But again, I wanted to put to the fact that he's playing for a better team and attacking quality he's coming up against is maybe not on a consistent basis as high as the level of Lavia. So defensively, I don't want to say that he's just better than Lavia until I watch him. But similar players, it seems, by the metrics. And even Lavia, we don't know, is he a 6? Is he an 8? Like Lavia's been playing as a 2. Sorry, Rennes. Yeah, I was getting confused with Monaco. So Lavia's been playing part as a 2 with Ward-Prowse. Is he a 6? Is he an 8? Still remains to be seen. When he's facing dribbles and when he's going up for headers, his ratios and percentages are not the greatest. So I think it's probably the similar case with him. He could be molded, definitely be molded, I'm sure, into a DM, but if he's not already. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he is yet, and we'll see where he's used. Hopefully against Dortmund, you know. I don't see any reason why you don't even just start him against Dortmund. It's not like as if he's got loads of preseason games. He's only got 1. Start him against Dortmund next to Enzo and just see what happens. See what happens. See what the balance is like. That would be what I'd do. KD. Kevin Durant is out there living life. Spotlight is very much firmly on him right now. Let's see. So the players are about to come out soon. 1 second. 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 1 Players are about to come out very soon. Okay. MVP. He can also play centre back. We're moving. Let's see. Oh, so the reason why people are mentioning KD is because he's on the broadcast, and he was posing with Chilwell earlier on there. The cameras are kind of following him around a lot, so that's why. But this is the goalkeeper's debut today. Solina's debut. So hopefully, if Fulham do make some, and I think Fulham will test. You know, our midfield is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I think we'll definitely concede enough shots for the keeper to be tested and to be showing his own credentials. We're not gonna not give him any work, I'm sure. So let's see how he does. But the players are just about to come out. Just looking at the goalkeeper now, in terms of his frame and his build, he definitely strikes me as like a young goalkeeper that still has to fill out, still has to finish his growth spurt, and but he is tall. It's just in terms of his build, he's obviously he looks a bit light. So the reason why I mention that is if crosses are coming in the Prem, long throws and all this madness, you got quite physical centre backs coming up from the defence and the strikers as well. In Buemo, he's going to be a big argy-bargy, and he looks like someone that, judging by his build, would probably potentially struggle with that. But that's not really a surprise because he's a teenager, I think he is, isn't he? So yeah, he's only 19 exactly. So that's why when a lot of people call, and listen, he could be incredible shot stopping wise, but that's why when people call for him to just, you know, maybe just give him the number one. Some people have said, fuck it. We're so sick of Kepa. Let's just see if this guy can do it. It's most likely he's probably going to need a loan. He's looking like a boy that hasn't turned into a man just yet. Let's see. Mbuemo, yeah, bro. Have you seen Mbuemo in that front two of Tony, bro? Don't worry about that man's height. He's a piss taker, bro. He's annoying as hell. He'll mash up your whole. I don't think his height is that, by the way. He's 5'4", 5'7". That was a massive exaggeration. He's 5'7", but he's very physical though. He will put you off. His hold up, he'll put you off massively. So they're walking out now. I don't know if it's sold out. FedEx Stadium. Let me get the time up. Ready to go. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. Big up. Subscribe. It's a big season coming up. More than you can believe, guys. And we need to be on point, man. We need to be on point. All right, let's get the timer going. Let's get that up. I think I'm going to have to go with a different color. Players are just lining up and waiting now. I just need this game to kick off now. I'm ready. I am ready. Let's see. We'll see quite quickly who the main danger man is in this Fulham team. My shout, well, I think, listen, Augusto, if he's wrapping up Matoma, then I'm definitely expecting him to handle Willian. And also, see Harry Wilson on the other side versus Chilwell will be interesting. But again, we should be locking up these guys if we're serious. Should be locking up these guys. Paulinia's injured. He's got a shoulder injury. Yeah, the players are already out. I'm watching it on Sky Sports. Paulinia is injured, shoulder injury in a preseason match, I think. So he's obviously out. And, you know, the thing is with Fulham is why I would tip them to have a little bit of difficulty this season and maybe even potentially be in a relegation battle is because there's no Mitrovic now. And then on top of that, Paulinho. And if you've seen Paulinho with Fulham and with Paulinho and without Paulinho, that Fulham team, completely different team. Like when they have him and when they don't have him, they look completely different. So without him from the get-go, I don't know how long, but yeah, that's a big miss, man. It's a huge miss for Fulham. It's not lucky for Fulham for sure. I mean, I know there were clubs interested. They would have either banked the 60, 70 million and reinvested, or they would have just kept him. But for him to be out is, he needs to be back soon for them, because he's a massive player for them. Huge player for them. Literally makes their midfield everything. It's everything to them in the midfield. So yeah, it's a big loss. But you might see Hudson-Odoi come into this team. He'll be linking up with Willian again. If he joins Fulham, he'll be linking up with Willian again. So they got Raul Jimenez, which I'm not really a massive fan of the Raul Jimenez signing for Fulham. He's been way off of it since the massive head injury. If that's their replacement for Mitrovic, then I definitely have them to be in the bottom half and struggling, because that's not a good replacement for Mitrovic. So yeah, at the moment, I'd worry a little bit for Fulham, to be honest. Unless Mitrovic stays, but he's not involved at the moment. I don't know if he's injured, but he's not involved today. He's not involved. Yeah. Can we get a flipping sponsor? We're taking our time. We're taking our time with a sponsor. That's for sure. It's crazy, man. Sunday League teams will get a sponsor quicker than us. We're moving mad. Wash and Go and whatnot will sponsor. Big Chelsea, one of the biggest football clubs in the world, no sponsor. It's crazy. It make no damn sense. It don't make no damn sense. Obviously, Paramount was rejected by the Premier League, but even still, need something. All right, we're about to kick off. We are about to kick off. Come on, let's go. Hurry up. There we go. Bang. We're off. Game has kicked off. Timer at the top of your screen. Chelsea versus Fulham Summer Series friendly game. I'm expecting today for us to dominate possession. We haven't really dominated possession opening 10-15 minutes against Newcastle and Brighton. We took our time to get into the game, really. I'm not really expecting that, to be honest, in this game. We're playing against, in my opinion, what will be a lower half of the league team this season in Fulham. Don't expect them to be in the top 10 again. And we need to be dominating a team like this and showing our quality. So it's a strong enough team. We've got quality players out there. I want to see a dominant performance, good couple of goals, nice, comfortable win, good quality football. To be honest, especially because we're getting closer to Liverpool. They're getting closer to 100% match sharpness as well. So they should be getting better as pre-season goes on, not worse. Humphreys on it, playing it into Santos. Sorry, playing it into, let's see. Yeah. Oh my God, already the goalkeeper. And I think it's Humphreys on the left-hand side, butchering up that build-up. Already. Bit of a shaky moment for the keeper there. Play that nice. And Cuckoo. See how Brewster plays as well up front. Still got no Amando Broja, which is such a shame. Again, such a good opportunity for Amando Broja if he was fully fit to be playing in games like this and rotating with Jackson in pre-season and showing what he can do. Because the thing is, what I love about Jackson is it seems like from a communication standpoint and mentality standpoint, he's going to be someone that should push Broja, spur him to try and compete with him and spur him to try and dislodge him. He's a good character, but he's setting a nice bar. So it just would have been nice to see the two young strikers there battling it out. Because it's not like as if Jackson is some sort of world-class, you know, undisputed striker that Broja has no chance against. It's quite a nice little back and forth they could have. Maybe even put together a partnership if we go over front two sometimes. That's a lovely ball. Oh, it's just overhit. Just slightly overhit. I think it's from was it? I think it was maybe Carney or Santos that was about to play that pass there. Slightly overhit. I think it was Carney. Yeah, I think we should play a strong starting 11 against Dortmund as well. I'm really keeping an eye today on Enzo defensively. And I think that's a big thing. I need to see Enzo defensively a lot better in that midfield. He can't be a bystander and he can't be someone that just gets bypassed easily. He needs to offer a bit more off the ball when players are running at him. He's really been quite weak in that department in the last game. So let's see. That's a nice switch of play. Here's Chilwell on the left-hand side. As you can see, he's really, really high up. So he's basically in line with Sterling. As you can see, Sterling on the right-hand side as well. So Gusto will tuck in. And you basically have Chilwell and Sterling as your wingers, and Cuckoo's tucking in as well at the top there with Carney. So Santos dropping the deepest at the moment as the deepest midfielder to receive. So you've basically got a 4, Humphrey, Silva, Gusto, and Santos to start the build-up. Enzo in the second phase there to try and progress it to the attacking midfielders, which is Carney and Nkuku. That's a lovely pass. Oh, my days. Who played that pass? Was that Humphreys? Or was it Silva? That was a pass. That was a beautiful pass. I think it was Humphreys. Really good pass. Played it right. Bro, he threaded. Humphreys he wants to play these passes. He really wants to play these passes. He wants to thread them through the middle. I've been very impressed with him, to be honest, pre-season. We definitely have enough centre-backs now, that's for sure, people. Here's Chilwell. Yeah, it's Humphreys that played it. We definitely have enough centre-backs now, so that'll be it. No more centre-back talk. That Gerhi talk is over. Enzo. They're going to clip it. Solina. Good pass from Selena, the keeper. Unlucky. And Cuckoo just pressing there. We're trying to play like very vertical. Like our passing's very, very much through the middle. We're not trying to go wide all the time. And we are trying to play through the middle of teams. And when you play with that box midfield, you've got plenty of options. Plenty of options to create little triangles. You've effectively got a square there to play off. Nice few options there. People are playing close together, which helps. There's there's so many times you would have seen under previous managements, you would have seen wide gaps between sometimes the defenders and the midfielders. You can see what I used to call the circle of safety. We used to have nobody in the middle looking to try and receive the pass. We used to just play in a circle, play around the outside of the pitch where it's safe. No one wanted to take the ball in the middle. That's definitely not happening in pre-season. I've seen a lot of goals come from passes through the middle. Cassidy for Nkuku, Matson for Jackson, etc. Yeah, but I think Humphreys has been really good this pre-season. Here we are now with Carney. Looking for a big performance from him. Still could head out on loan if not. Here's Gusto, now Sterling as well. Yeah, my game clock is exactly what it says on the screen for sure. 6 minutes, six and a half minutes. And chill out of play. I'm actually going to change these headphones because I've had them a while now. I'm probably going to get different ones. I have this one, but this is a gaming one. It's got the mic alongside. I don't really want to wear that for streams. It's definitely, the gaming headset where you got a mic coming down the side, looking like you're on some sort of flight attendant, some sort of pilot, living like a pilot, bruv. Here's I think I did wear it for the Enzo deadline day stream because we were tracking his plane, so I decided to go with the gaming headset. But I won't be wearing that every stream. That's just crazy. Here's Carney now into Nkuku, now Chilwell. Chilwell again. So a lot of combinations down this left-hand side. Chelsea seem to be coming down the left a lot more than the right. Obviously, Chilwell is a wide option out there, and Cuckoo's pulling off out there as well, and Carney. And then Sterling is maybe going to be used as maybe the out ball for the switch of play, if there's space over there. But also, we know that Sterling's a good box crasher, and he likes his back post tap in. So if they're maybe looking at the build-up to be mainly down the left, and then he's the player that's kind of getting on the end of things, like he was doing at Man City, to try and get a goal or two. Switch of play now, I think, from Enzo, but it's not a good pass. Back with Fulham. There we are. Off the ball. You can see now 4-2-3-1. In Cuckoo left, Carney in the middle, Sterling right, Brewster up front, and then a back four. As you can see, Chilwell is back in the four now as the ball comes across. And Silva, not a great clearance, to be honest, out for a corner. It's pretty poor clearance from Silva. Didn't get enough on it. But yeah, off the ball, you can see it goes straight back to a 4-2-3-1. So that's what we kind of expect. They pack up the midfield. Nearly 9 minutes. So William's going to take this corner. Going to swing it in. I see Sterling standing in the Drogba position. The near post. We haven't had a shot yet. No, not yet. Not yet. Is that another corner, is it, for Fulham? Yeah, it's another corner. It's another corner. Trying to think airily, who do we depend on here? We're looking at Silva, Colwell, Humphreys. They've taken it short. Here come Fulham now. Willian. Now back to, is it Wilson? Clipped in, headed away. Shot blocked out for another corner. Is that Wilson wearing the number 10 for Fulham? Must be, isn't it? No, maybe, I don't know. What number does he wear? What are the best winger pairings in the league? Certainly not at Man United. In terms of output, you can't really look any further than Martinelli and Saka, to be honest. If you're talking about output, and they're obviously the age that they're at as well, you're laughing. That's a fantastic pairing to have for the future. Obviously, Man City with Grealish and Bernardo Silva are great for chance creation, ball retention. Very, very good footballers. So you can't count them out because they're doing it at the highest level as well in the Champions League. But you'd have to say between those two clubs, you wouldn't go with Tottenham. Son's obviously had a massive decline. Kulusevski is a very good player, but he was not at it last year with the injury. Man United for me is, I think it's self-explanatory. Rashford's doing what he's doing on the left, but on the right, someone's got to step up for it to be talking about best in the league. For us, we've got a lot of unproven guys that haven't shown what they can do in the Premier, so I can't go with us. Liverpool, Salah and Diaz. That's actually a shout. Salah and Diaz, if Diaz can play to the level that I think he can, then that is a very, very good partnership there. Salah's consistent. He puts the ball in the back of the net every year. And then you've got Diaz, who's a bit of a wild card. So I say at the moment, I'd say it's between City, Liverpool and Arsenal. I'd probably just edge it. I'll probably just edge it to Arsenal. In terms of, if I had to take two wingers from a club right now, I'd probably just take their wingers. I can't lie. Jota as a winger, Nunez as a winger, Gakpo as a winger. Not quite to be getting in best in the league shouts. Newcastle will have Harvey Barnes and Almiron. Solid, but not best in the league. Solid, but not best in the league. No chance. Trossard better than Martinelli. Martinelli did very well last year. Can't lie. Martinelli did a great job last year. So, yeah, Liverpool got the best depth. You'd say. You know, they got a lot of options. They got a lot of options up there. Apart from on the right, I don't know who they did. Unless they put Elliott out there, he's not really a winger. But yeah, they've got a lot of options in the middle and a lot of options on the right, on the left. Diaby and Bailey at Villa. I don't know if Bailey and Diaby are going to play together. That would be interesting. Obviously, they're both from Bayer Leverkusen. Bailey can play on the left wing, and then you could play Diaby off the right. Both of them left-footed. Interesting. It'll be interesting. You got McGinn. McGinn is crucial to that system as well for Emery. Jacob Ramsey is crucial as well. I feel like one of Bailey or Diaby will play, and it will probably be Diaby. Bailey will be back on the bench, and I think they'll play them McGinn and Jacob Ramsey as the other two. You remember Buendia is there as well. They got Buendia, and they got Kamara in midfield, Douglas Luiz. They got a lot, bruh. They're stacked in midfield, absolutely stacked. Tielemans as well. They're stacked. So they're very much ready for European football this year. They're very much ready. Yeah, a lot of names, a lot of options. Szoboszlai. All right, so 14 minutes gone, ball in. Again. Oh, fell to Chilwell now. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, Diego Carlos as well. I keep saying that people are forgetting about him. Obviously, they've signed a new centre-back now in Torres, but people forget that Diego Carlos was signed from Sevilla. So now, even at centre-back, their depth is nuts. They got Konza, Mings, Torres, and Carlos. 4 centre-backs for 2 positions there. Lucas Digne, obviously, is the left-back. I can't remember who the other left-back is. Right-back, they got Cash, I think, still. So, yeah. And obviously, last season had Ashley Young. Ashley Young's gone to Everton now. And they've got Martinez in goal. It's a good squad. Ollie Watkins is prolific up front as well. So, yeah, it's a really good team, man. Really good team Villa put together there. Really good team. I think out of the teams that overperformed last year, between Brighton, Fulham, Brentford, Villa, I think Villa are probably the best place to actually stay in that area of the table, to be honest. Even though Brighton play some great football. They've lost a couple key players. If they lose Caicedo, then it could be tough. I don't really rate Sanchez at Brighton very highly. I personally don't want him, to be honest. I don't really want to negotiate with Brighton for anyone ever again. We get Caicedo, and that's it. That's the end of dealing with Brighton. So I don't really want to. The fact that he's at Brighton only makes it worse. I don't rate him highly, and I don't want him because he's at Brighton. So for me, on every single spectrum, it's not a deal I want to do. Don't like the club we're getting him from in terms of this summer's dealings. We've been getting mad disrespect from De Zerbi, all this madness. Yeah, I'd rather not. They can keep him. Chilwell, come on. Good. Well done, Humphreys. Well done. Got Santos. Nope. Good. Lovely. Slightly overhit. Got to be better than that. Is that Enzo overhit that pass? Or was it? No, maybe it was someone else. I think it was him. On goalkeeper, I would just get someone experienced, like older. You got Bono, you got Navas, you got Sommer. I'll take any of them. You got Bono, Sommer, and you got Sommer, and you got Navas. Any of them, I don't care. Because for me, I obviously wanted a top goalkeeper. So if you're not getting me a top goalkeeper, now you may as well get an experienced goalkeeper. Take any of them. I'm cool with that. And then we just move. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I wouldn't spend on Emi Martinez yet. I prefer Emi Martinez to Sanchez, but I don't think Emi Martinez is good enough on the ball. Good shot stopper, good communicator and everything, but I think I haven't checked his cross collections and stuff, but on the ball, I don't think he's good enough. So I'd probably stay clear of that one, because Villa are going to want a lot of money. Villa got a lot of money right now. They probably want about 60 million, I think, for Martinez, 50 to 60 million Premier League tax. So I wouldn't spend that kind of money on him. Unless his contract's running out, maybe he'll be cheaper. But yeah, Oblak is... no one talks about Oblak anymore. His days are gone. His days are gone. So Fulham had to make a change. Here's in Cuckoo. Back to Silva. What a pass out to, intercepted. Out for a corner. Out for a corner. Ball's going to come into the box. I think it's Chilwell over it. Yeah, it's Chilwell. He's going to whip it in. Chilwell with the cross. Silva. Oh, beautiful. 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 Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bellissimo. Wonderful. We've taken the lead. Thiago Silva with the goal. Wonderful header from the corner. Kind of just headed it back across. Not back across, sorry. Headed it into the far corner. Great delivery from Chilwell. Picked him out nicely. Beat the first man. Thiago gets the header. Wonderful stuff from the captain of the day. Love to see it. Lovely stuff. Yeah, it's a good delivery. And yeah, I don't know who the goalkeeper is. Don't know if that's just gone through him. Yeah. But listen, we don't care. 1-0. Yeah, it's come at the keeper fast. We'll take that. Thiago Silva, generational centre-back. One of the best to ever do it. It's too bad we couldn't see him together with Terry in the prime of their careers. It would have been unstoppable. But yeah, nice to take the lead in this game. Like I said, we got to get our confidence flowing, get as many goals as we can, win the game, win it well. Good to see. Good to see him getting the goal. Good to see him getting the goal. See. No, 1-2 there. At the moment, we're going to win the summer series. 7 points. So goalkeeper now is going to clear. Wins the header. Well done, Gusto, I think it is. Again, Gusto doing a job. Yeah, yeah. Rusto is yeah, he's struggling. He's not going to be in the first team. You know, he's going to be in the under 21s. Obviously, if Broya was available, he'd be starting up front. So I'm not really expecting much from Brewster at all. Oh, go on. No, bro, you're not on the same wavelength as everybody else. Yeah. I'm not sure how old he is. Let me take a look. I've not heard much about him in the academy, to be honest. 19. Yeah, he's 19. Fulham. Oh, it's a bit of a double. Humphreys doing well. I'm really impressed with Humphreys, man. Really impressed. Hopefully, if he isn't going to stay, he gets a really good loan and builds on it from last year. I mean, I don't know what the future holds for him when we've got so many left-footed centre backs out there already. But listen, it's good to see. It's just good to see that he's playing well. You never know what can happen in football. He's doing very well. I'm pretty happy with him, to be honest. Pretty happy. Yeah, if he gets a good loan, you know, water break now. If he gets a good loan and he gets playing in the Premier League week in, week out, that'll be great. This is a great opportunity for him to show these Premier League clubs that he's even playing against as well, that he can potentially be a starter for some team in the bottom half of the league in the Premier League this season. That would be great for him. That would be a massive, massive step up. Massive step up. How's everybody feeling? Water break time. How's everybody feeling? Definitely want to see more. Want to see better. I'm happy with Humphreys in particular. Silva's goal, Gusto, no problems over there. Hasn't really had too much to do. Yeah, Santos can't go anywhere for me. He can't be going anywhere. I think he's shown that he needs to be in the squad next season. Pot's just having a conversation with them now as a group. Wonder what he's telling them. So yeah, I mean, in defense, obviously we had the season out injury for Fofana. So there was always talk that we could potentially go in for a defender. We were linked with Mark Gurhey for a bit. Trevor Chalobah has been linked with moves away as well. So Pochettino did say after the injury, he'll decide with the board whether or not we need another defender, and they've decided to go and get another defender. So now we are done with the defense for sure. There will be no more additions defensively unless it's a goalkeeper, and I'm sure we will get a goalkeeper for at least for competition. So yeah, no more centre backs, no more full backs. It will be DM and maybe a 10, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a 10. So you might just get 2 more signings, I think. People. Okay. Well, I didn't actually want a centre back, Iceman. So, you know, I made it pretty clear. I wanted a goalkeeper, striker, and a DM. That's it. That's all I needed. So I only needed 3 players. 3 players minimum, 4 max. But obviously no one knew Fofana was going to be out for the whole season, so they've decided to act accordingly. Here's Nkuku. Now Chilwell. Such a good market to go into, though, the French market, man. Really, really good that we're targeting that market, I have to say. If you're going to find good, unknown, unearthed talents, that's the best place to go, I think, at the moment, in regards to the Premier League as well. Obviously, South America's always got gems in it. They have to get used to a whole new way of life, so it's a little bit more risky. It's just not sticking at the moment for Enzo with these passes, man. Enzo's lagging, yeah. Enzo's passes aren't sticking. They're not sticking. Raya's not worth paying for 40 million, whatever it is, 40 million. It's not worth wasting our time on it. He's not world class. There's no point. He's got just as many issues in his game as Kepa will have, so there's no point. I wish we looked at the French market for a goalkeeper, to be honest. We found Mendy there pretty cheap and he did a job. I'm sure there's some goalkeepers in the French league to look at, but maybe we will. I haven't settled on the fact that we're getting Sanchez yet. I saw the report, I cussed it, and then I move. Hopefully we don't actually get Sanchez. We get someone else. They love the French market, so hopefully. Yeah, Lafont people have been talking about. All right, so Fulham in possession. They've just clipped it over the top. Gusto, now Enzo. Silva, Enzo again, scan it. Goalkeeper now. Humphreys. Well done, guys. Out to Chilwell. Well done. Chilwell. Oh, fuck's sake. Nkuku. Yeah, I mentioned Bono earlier. Yeah. No, we don't want that goalkeeper from Leeds. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jesus Christ. Stay well away from him. Stay well away from that goalkeeper at Leeds. Chilwell with the throw. Santos and Enzo in there again. You might see Santos and Enzo pairing up against Liverpool. You may just see it. And to be honest, Liverpool have got just as many issues. You know, if they don't sort out their left side centre back position and they play Robertson there, if they don't sort out their midfield as well, by the time they play us, Liverpool have just as many weaknesses as we think we will have. So, you know, I think it could be a good game because they're very much wide open at the moment. They're probably worse than us defensively at the moment, judging off their preseason results. They're conceding a truckload of goals. So yeah, still want to win that game, man. Here's Chilwell. Take the shot. Good save. Unlucky. Can we get a rebound? Sterling. Oh, just wide of the post. And I'm talking inches, people. And I'm thinking that's got to be a corner as well. So close. I think Sterling might be looking for a handball. Comes to the left-hand side. Chilwell strikes it across the goal. Keeper parries it into the centre. Sterling. And it just bobbles. It's a good shot from Chilwell. But yeah, man. Could have been 2-0. It's really, really close to going in. Chilwell's on this corner now. He's going to take it. Out swinger. Header goes up. Cleared away. William now on the break. Foul by Nkuku, free kick for Fulham. Is it true we called our interest on Caicedo, or is it tactics showing Brighton we got a player now, so we can sweat with an unhappy player, and maybe before the end of the window we can try again? Like I said on the video today, I think the signing yesterday was a bit of an insurance policy. It does buy us a little bit of time, maybe. Personally, for me, I'm still just as aggressive as I was that we need to get this Caicedo deal done as soon as possible because I think that's what Poch wants and I want it too. So of course I'm going to advocate for it. But yeah, I feel like when it comes down to Brighton, I don't think we're out. I don't think we've walked away. I don't know if where that report's coming from, but I don't believe it. I do think we're still interested. So we just have to pray to the high heavens that we get the deal done. But yeah. No Ornstein or Fab has come out and said we've walked away, so I don't think we have, no. But yeah, are we progressing? That's another question. I don't know. Are we making any progress on this deal? How stubborn are we going to be with what we're willing to pay? Fulham in possession now. Here's Tete playing it down the right. Tete again. Good flick. Humphreys now. Yeah. And you see with Humphreys just, again, on the right foot. Clean, crisp pass. He's definitely both-footed, I think. I think it's fair to say Humphreys is pretty much both-footed. Which means he could potentially even get opportunities in the middle of the three. If he's comfortable with both feet, that helps. So maybe he could get opportunities there, but he'll probably go out on loan. But if it was a cup game and we needed someone to play in the middle of the three, and he's passing like this with both feet, he's a shout. He's definitely a shout. It's got to be a shout. "32 minutes gone." I don't think Brighton want to take any more players on loan from us at the moment. They don't want to develop our players for us. That's the stance. I think that's the stance anyway. Silva's going to clip it wide, out for a throw. Better safe than sorry. Here's William. Good tackle. That's better from Enzo, I think. In Cuckoo. I feel like Enzo's going for that lofted pass a little bit too much in this first half. Could have played it along the ground into feet. Maybe it's an instruction to get the ball in behind. But a lot of these passes aren't coming off at the moment. Tete now on the right side. Here they are, Fulham now. Tete is going to cross it in. Nobody there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what Poch was saying because I don't have the volume up. But if he said also to play it short, then yeah. It's their fourth corner now, Fulham. Okay. Oh, could you hear what he was saying through the broadcast? I mean, listen, with the striker that we have on currently, he's definitely going to go back to the under-21s. I'm not really too bothered about how good he is because we've got so many young strikers anyway. You know, we've got Datro Fofana, who's playing now for Union Berlin. This season, he'll be playing in the Champions League. He's playing in the Bundesliga at a high level. So he's a contender next summer for a spot. Amando Broya's got to come back and recover from his injury. He's a contender. Jackson is doing his job in pre-season, and we're potentially going to sign another striker that's going to go out on loan to Strasbourg as well. So we got enough strikers. We don't need this academy striker to do anything. To be honest, so I don't think he even really stands too much of a chance with all those names I've just listed. I think even Broya be under quite a bit of pressure this season because he's obviously trying to recover from the injury. But, you know, if Datro absolutely rips it up in the Bundesliga and we get this other young striker over the line, he rips out for Strasbourg and they finish in a Europa League place and he's one of the high-scoring strikers in France and he already did have a good goal-scoring season in France this season, then, you know, Broya will be fighting for his life next pre-season to stay. Or maybe he'll just decide he wants to go if we put him lower in the pecking order. In Cuckoo, oh, that should be scored. Oh, that's awful from Enzo, man. Come on. Such a great opportunity to make it 2-0. How are you missing that? Brilliant play down the right-hand side. Sterling, good cutback for Nkuku. Good awareness to give it to Enzo. Shit shot, man. Shit shot. No power, no accuracy. He also hits it into the ground, as you see there on the replay. And then the follow-up on the left foot into the side netting. Really, follow-up. It's probably going to get saved anyway. But, yeah, man, not good. Should be scoring. Should be 2-0 up. Enzo looking very rusty today. Very rusty. Fulham back in possession. No, listen, with Enzo, he's actually got a good shot on him. You saw in the World Cup for Argentina, the goal he scored. You know, the guy has got a shot on him. So that's why I'm not even really bothered where he plays, if he's a deep line playmaker or whatever, because I know he can shoot. So he's got to be bagging that. Got to be bagging that. He's got to be bagging that, man. It's Humphreys. Back to the goalkeeper. Yeah. Yeah, he's been looking rusty pre-season, Enzo. Yeah. I gave him the pass, obviously, because it was his first start, I think, against... was it against Newcastle or Brighton? It was his first start. I can't remember. But yeah, he's got to sharpen up before the Liverpool game. That's all I know. He's got to sharpen up before the Liverpool game. Even that pass was a mess to Sterling. That pass again, that was awful. Not good. He keeps trying to get lift on the ball when he doesn't need to. Like, he keeps trying to float these balls. Even that one there, he's trying to float it. You can literally just pass it down the line to Sterling. You didn't need to float that. Crusty, dusty pass. Here's Chilwell. In Cuckoo now. Just looking at the reverse pass, Chilwell. I tell you, who would have bagged that? It would have been Chilwell bagging that on his left foot. If Nkuku just rolled it off to him with enough pace, Chilwell probably would have bagged that one. I actually expected it to be Chilwell coming on the far post there to finish off that move. I wasn't expecting to see Enzo there at all. Back to the keeper now. Shame he hasn't had to really make a save. Even though I don't want to concede, I do want to see some shot stopping. Oh my God. Outside of that shaky moment at the beginning, he's been good. Humphreys again, stepping forward, plays it into Carney. Humphreys is just growing in confidence, I think, game after game. Free kick. Santos looks good. Willian is going to switch to play. Fulham have switched it. Now Tete. Off the pitch. Off the pitch. Is this? It's not sold out, is it? No, it's not sold out. It's not sold out. I wonder what the capacity is for this stadium. It looks huge. It's got to be minimum 65. They've flicked it on now. And here we are in Cuckoo. In Cuckoo. Oh, he's switched it over to Sterling. It's a little bit wide. Sterling will come inside. Sterling. It's going to be dispossessed. Carney now. Carney still going. Shot. In Cuckoo. 2-0. 2-0. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Carney finding a way through, getting the shot off, save, parried. 2-0. It's not been the most impressive performance despite the scoreline, but, you know, we'll take the goals. Carney does very well. Very similar to what happened with Nkuku's first goal, where he tapped it in the first game he had. Carney kind of wriggled his way through. Carney's close control really good there, wiggling his way through a couple of bodies. He also, I think he did a 1-2 with Matson, wriggled through, took a shot, saved, fell to Nkuku, and literally very similar there. Nkuku with another tap in there as well. I think that's his third goal of the pre-season. So, yeah, very similar to the way Nkuku got his first goal. That's how he gets this one as well. Carney doing very well there. And it's 2-0. 2-0. But, yeah, it's good to see someone that's alive in the penalty area, that smells when a goal could be on the cards. How many times there were shots that were parried. There was nobody there ready to pounce on the opportunity because they just weren't ready and they weren't in the right position at the right time. You can get a lot of goals out of just being in the right position in the right time if you're taking shots and getting them on target. So it's good to see Nkuku in there. He's definitely going to contribute with goals this season. If you can get 10 to 15 goals out of Nkuku in the Prem, I think that's got to be, you know, the aim minimum. You want 10 to 15. You know, if Odegaard's getting 15, you know, Nkuku, I'd want him to aim for that as well. You know, he's a better finisher than Odegaard. So Obviously, it depends on how many chances we create and whatnot, but yeah, I think he should be aiming for about, minimum 13 goals upwards to looking at 15. I think that should be what Nkuku's looking at minimum. They should be looking at 13, 14, 15 goals with some assists. Here's Sterling. He's got to be looking at double digits in the Prem. Mudryk, if he could give us little 7 goals, 7, 8 goals. Here's Sterling again. Chilwell. Humphrey's back. Over the top. That's going to be a free kick. So in a couple of minutes, we're going to see what we're told is 11 changes. So I'm expecting Kepa to come on in goal, not Bergstrom. I'm expecting Chalobah to come in and Levi Colwell to be the 2 centre-backs in the second half. Reece James to be the right back, Cucurella to be the left back. Centre midfield pairing of ideally Cassidy and Lewis Hall, not Gallagher. Gallagher, ideally, if he's going to come on there, he's going to be in the 10. And he's had a fair preseason, so he does deserve to come on. He'd be in the 10. Angelo on the right, Maatsen on the left, Jackson up front. That would be my second half team. I'd leave Alfie on the bench, leave Diego on the bench, leave Bergstrom on the bench. That would be my second half team. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, you could put Maatsen at left back, but I think personally, he's got a better shot at wing at the moment. He's got a better shot playing on the wing. And I just need one of Chilwell or Cucurella to do their job this season. They're more than capable with the ability that they have or that they should show. They should be able to get us into the top 4, one of those two. We've got a lot of experience and a lot of salary in that position. So for me, I'd like to see Maatsen playing those passes that he's playing, putting in those crosses, taking those shots. He's a breath of fresh air to the attack. So, yeah, I'm happy to see him in the wing. But if he plays left back, then that'll be interesting as well. Or I forgot Mudryk. Yeah, I forgot all about Mudryk. So yeah, Mudryk could go left wing, and then you could get Maatsen left back and not put Cucurella on. That's fine as well. That's actually probably a lot fairer. Here is Carney. He's going to play out wide to Sterling. Sterling's turned. So such a underhit pass into the box. Get some power into that free kick. He had a good opportunity there to put the ball in, but it's just, again, no power. It's just this little light lofted ball in. Wow, it seems like we have some breaking news, guys. Breaking news while we're playing. And I don't really understand how that's happening because we literally have a player on the bench that could be leaving as we speak. I don't know. People are saying West Ham are interested in signing Chalobah. They obviously had a 20 million bid rejected from Man United for Maguire. I think Man United should have took that and run personally. I don't know why they rejected that. They must love to be making no money. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, we knew that, mate. We knew that West Ham were in the market for a centre back anyway, so it's not really a shock. There will be teams that will come in for Chalobah now. Make no mistake. They just need to put together a proper fee. If West Ham come in with some sort of 35 million offer, then fair enough. It can be a conversation, but not the foolishness we've been seeing from Inter Milan. Halftime, Chelsea 2, Fulham 0. I wouldn't say it's a great performance, if I'm being honest. From what I'm watching, it's not really that impressive. But I'm happy to get the goals for sure. And there's positives. I think Humphreys has been really, really good. Humphreys is playing through the lines. He looks very, very confident with both feet. Again, no mistakes, no issues on duels. Very imposing, very commanding, doing a job. Silva's been brilliant. He got his goal. Gusto, again, no problems, solid. Chilwell making good runs forward. Had a good couple of opportunities. So he's been a threat. Santos is good as well. I think Santos is doing a very, very good job. I think probably right now the player that's maybe disappointed me the most is probably Enzo. He just looks a little bit rusty out there. His passes are very overhit. The selection and the choice of pass as well is in terms of the way he passes the ball, the way he's choosing for each situation is probably a lot of the time wrong. Sterling, he's involved, but he needs to release it a bit quicker at times. I think the pass that he just made there was very underhit. But he has set up a couple of little opportunities here and there, sometimes by accident because he's just lost the ball and it's fell to someone else, but he's active. Carney, good. Carney, very good. Nkuku, still want to see Nkuku involved even more. I don't know if that's possible, but I want to see Nkuku involved in it even more. But I feel like right now I'm not seeing in preseason Nkuku's general game where I want to see it. Like his overall influence as we have the ball is not where I want it to be. But he's getting goals, he's impacting, so that's good. Santos is definitely at the moment the best midfielder on the pitch. And Brewster is way out of his depth. He's out of his depth, but it is what it is. That doesn't really bother me, to be honest. That doesn't bother me. Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready. Enzo's been looking a bit rusty the whole preseason. Let's see. I think I read that one out. Czech joined at 21. Why can't we trust Solina? Because not every goalkeeper is the same. Some goalkeepers are already at 21. Most of them are not. Most of them prime late 20s, early 30s. So listen, we haven't seen Solina make a save, so I can't judge really too much on him. He had a little shaky moment at the start of the game. He's cleaned it up since then. But remember, we're in a very high pressurized season. Unless you're 100% sure he can handle the challenges, which you can't be because he's not. This is his first preseason game, so you can't be sure of that because you've only seen it. This is his debut today. He's making his debut. So for me, I'd just prefer if he goes out on loan. If he's going to go out on loan, play every single week, he's going to develop a lot faster than trying to compete with Kepa. Probably not going to win that battle in his first year. And if he doesn't mean he's going to be good enough. He might make mistakes as well. We don't really have time. In the goalkeeping position, it's do or die. Your errors directly impact whether the ball goes in the back of the net or it doesn't. It's not really a development position for me. If you're going to develop as a goalkeeper, go and play some games in Belgium. Go out on loan, play. This is not a place to be developing as a goalkeeper. I need my goalkeeper to be making world-class saves, organizing and leading his defense. I need the centre-backs to have confidence in the guy behind them. They can't have confidence in a kid that they've only just played together for the first time today. So we're not going to be taking that risk because we need to have a serious season. Squad fitness compared to last season is a joke. What was Harry Potter doing? Well, it wasn't Potter. It was Tuchel in charge last summer. But I just think this preseason has been a lot more organized, a lot more calm. We haven't been moving around as much. You look at what happened last season and we was in everywhere, anywhere, flying here, there. And it was just a mess, in terms of the traveling. So this has been a lot more, staying in just a couple of spots. And obviously the fitness coaches help. Poch is very focused on the fitness. They're doing the big test as well, Gangan test as well. Before I remember we had the 2 weeks before we even played the game. We had 2 weeks or almost 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks of just training, which is important as well. And there's also no summer tournament. So these are things you have to take into account as well. No summer tournament. And the fact that we had a couple of weeks before we flew out, which was good. So yeah, it's been much better. Much better. Okay. They will know, regardless of whether or not we win or lose this game, that we need to get Caicedo through the door, I think. Fulham are not one of the best teams in the Premier League. I don't think will be this season, so can't be getting gassed on this. It's not even like the performance is crazy high level as well. It's just decent. There's some good performances from some of the players, but the overall performance is nothing to be going crazy about. He probably will get the look to challenge if we don't sign Martinez. I don't think so. We're not getting Martinez, but yeah, I don't know. For me, I want experience. I want experience in goal. Having experience in goal is huge. It's a big advantage. That will be his first Premier League season, and you'd be asking him to do quite a lot, because ain't nobody gonna have patience for a goalkeeper making mistakes, because it will cost you goals. So, and that will then cost you games, and we need to win games. So for me personally, need to get in a goalkeeper we know what we're getting. He's the only striker we already have. There's no Broja. So because Broja's injured, this is why he's playing. He's not really playing for any other reason. If Broja was fit, then he would play, and then Jackson will come on second half. So I don't know when Broja will be fit. I don't know what his timeline is. He's obviously back at Cobham. So hopefully he can be fit towards the start of the season, and then we can start seeing him on the bench. He's not going to start against any of the teams in the first few games, but if he can be on the bench and at least be ready, that would be good. Do you think experience is key in all successful teams, or can Poch coach get the best out of our young team? Ajax 2019, good example. In this league, yes, you do need experience. There's no team that really wins this league with a bunch of young players. You need to have experience. But we're not really aiming to win the league, so I'm not overly bothered about it right now. If we're a couple of years down the line and we're ready to win the league, but we just keep taking our experienced players, selling them, and getting more young players, then we have a massive problem. Now we'll have a big problem with this ownership. So, but yeah, this season you don't need loads. You don't need experience to finish in the top four. I mean, you saw Arsenal made top four last season. Their team was the youngest in the league. So if you out football 90% of the teams, you're going to get top four. We know every single season, top four, everybody's trying to give it away. Nobody wants to finish there. People are dropping stupid points. People are almost trying to give the position away. So you don't need experience to finish in the top four. You just need to be a good football team. You need to be a very good football team that outplays most of the division. If you can do that and you're well coached, then you can make top four, especially when we don't have Europe. We've got one game a week. So I'm not really worried about experience getting top four. But if you want to close trophies, big trophies, you need experience. Cup games, listen, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, you don't know who you're going to get in the draw. You could get, favorable teams. You can get quite far. You can win a cup. You can win a cup like that, and maybe not have too much experience. Maybe in the final, it might make a difference. But yeah, if you're talking about big trophies, you need to have experience in the team. But you need the right experience. It's not just about having experience. You can have loads of experience and the team be shit. So you need to have the right experience. And one of them is Thiago Silva. That is one of them that has the right experience. Probably one of the few players we actually own that could easily be in a title-winning team right now. Enzo sabotaging, waiting for Caicedo incoming. Oh, damn. Why side another centre-back when Humphreys looks comfy? Well, Humphreys has only really been playing on the left, and they're obviously looking at someone for the right. I haven't seen Humphreys over a long enough time span to be saying that he's, ready to start in the Premier League. We've seen him in pre-season, which is good, but he does look really, really good. So I'm happy for him to be a squad player. I wouldn't be, saying that he's a starter or anything, but he's been good. So I'd be fine to have him in the squad. But I think this is potentially related to maybe if there's a good, strong offer that comes in for him, they don't want to say no. If a £35 million offer comes in for Chalobah, they would like to sell for that price. He's available for that price. So they've already covered themselves by bringing someone in that regard. Of the players you've seen this preseason, which are likely to go out on loan, my only concern is the goalkeeper will cost us an arm and a leg. Could be Kepa again. you could get a stopgap. You know, people have mentioned Bono, Navas. You know, just get an old, cheap stopgap that just does a job. That could be an option as well. It doesn't have to cost a lot. Obviously, if you're looking for a long-term solution, then yeah, it's going to cost a lot. But at this point, I'd take a stopgap that I actually think is a good goalkeeper, and we just go from there because we're not going to get a big goalkeeper name at this point. In terms of the loans, who could go out on loan? I think it's between Cassidy and Carney. One of them will go out on loan, I think. I can't tell you which one's more likely because I can't really see what Poch. You know, Poch is. It could go either way. It could go either way. I've been impressed with both of them in different aspects. I think Humphreys will probably now go on loan, even though he's impressed. I think they'll look at it and say, okay, maybe we can get your Premier League loan where you're going to play every single week. It was looking like maybe Championship. Some people I was talking to that watch him more closely, but he's been so good in pre-season. I think he could look for a Premier League loan, to be honest. If someone needs a centre-back and they need someone to do a job, he might look like he could do a job for you. So he could get a loan. Angelo probably will get a loan. And who else? And if we get Caicedo, then, you know, I think the player that we signed yesterday as well will probably go out on loan as well. And, you know, most of these guys will probably just go to Strasbourg. Enzo Sabotagen, yeah, we read that one out. Big up Kingsley. Why sign another centre back one? Yeah, so yeah, like I said, for me personally, Humphreys play on the left. He looks like he's both footed though, so he could easily play on the right, it seems, but we haven't used him over there, so must not be really an option. He will take the best 10 option, who would be Carney. Who do we need backup option for depth? And Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is another one that will probably go out on loan as well. Forgot to mention him. He'll probably go out on loan because he's not getting much game time in preseason. Now, like I said, I'm expecting to hopefully see him in the second half. If Poch does a lineup where Hall and Angelo are still on the bench, Diego goes right wing, Mudryk goes left wing, Matson goes left back, and he goes Cassidy and maybe, I don't know, Gallagher in midfield, and he doesn't play Lewis Hall, Lewis Hall's gone. Lewis Hall's gone. And Angelo's gone. May as well just book their flights. So we'll see what the second half team looks like, because it could be definitive if some of these guys don't come on. And Matson can play wing as well. So you could play Cucurella left back, and Matson could go on the wing, Mudryk could go on the wing, and Diego and Angelo could both be still on the bench. So yeah, we'll have to see. So Cucurella is coming on, James is coming on, Chalaba's coming on, Colwell's coming on. So that's your back four. That is your back four, as expected, really. Didn't really expect to see Matson at left back, and he's not going to play left back. So Cucurella is coming on. So you know your back four. So now there's only 2 wing spots, and there's 4 wingers on the bench. There's 4 wingers on the bench and 2 spots. It's not looking good for Angelo, I can't lie. It's not looking good. Unless he, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Is he changing the whole team like he said, or is he? No, he's just changing the back 4. I only see the back 4 coming on, and I'm not seeing anybody else. So maybe he's not changing the whole team right now. Cucurella needs to have a proper performance. No mistakes. No mistakes. Don't want to see any silly mistakes. Okay. Second half's going to kick off. Let's get the timer going. So I think that just the back 4 has been changed, guys. I think just the back 4. Thankfully, now the review will come out straight away because the game is not at a crazy time. So we can just go back to the normal proceedings. Fulham are making some changes as well. I think actually, yes, Bassey's coming on. Centre back. Big guy. I think that's it, guys. Just those changes there. I think. Yeah. And then we've kicked it out and we're going to make the rest of our substitutions. So yeah, what's happened is we couldn't I don't know why we had to do it like that, but that's what we've done. That's what we've done. So we're going to make the rest of our substitutions now. Gallagher is coming on. Cassidy is coming on. Matson is coming on. Jackson is coming on. Those are the first 4 that I've seen. Jackson on for Nkuku, I think. Oh, sorry, on for Bristow. I didn't see. Did Angelo come on? Okay, maybe. Well, if Angelo came on, then there you are. Angelo's on. Okay. Yeah. Is he on? So Nkuku's still on. Jackson's up front. Matson's on, I think. Angelo coming on for Sterling. Delayed sub. Oh, there he is. It is delayed. I see it now. Angelo is coming on. Lovely stuff. Hopefully he plays well. And Carney's going to come off. So you might... Yeah. Okay, so Matson will play left wing and Cuckoo in the middle. And Angelo on the right. Lovely. Come on, Angelo, man. Big day. Keep the good work up, man. Let's see a good performance. Big 45 minutes for Angelo. He needs to have a masterclass. He needs to drop something crazy. Let's see. Our boy is on. Our boy is on. Here's Chalobah. This is going to be an exciting second half now. Hopefully. Got a lot of attacking, exciting players on the pitch. Here's James. Back to Chalobah. Back to the keeper. No change in goal as well. Goalkeeper's still the same. No Mudryk. No Mudryk. But I think Mudryk has played every game. Every game, I think. So, but he'll probably still come on, to be honest. He'll probably still come on. I don't think he'll give Nkuku the whole 90. Here's Gallagher. So I think it's Gallagher and Cassidy in the midfield too. Santos and Enzo have come off. Here's Levi Colwell, Chalobah, James. So you're seeing Cucurella is tucked in there, and now James is going to maybe be the right back that he's going to be the fullback that gets forward. So Cucurella will be the inverted fullback now, and Colwell will be in the middle. Goalkeeper with a very loose touch there. Doesn't look like he's confident in them situations when he's pressed. And that's the key. There's a difference between having the ball when there's no press, taking a touch, having time, passing it out. Can you receive the ball under pressure? That's a different ball game as a goalkeeper. Then we see who really can play out from the back. Here's Chalobah. James. Yeah, he's not ready, man. He's not ready. And I've only seen 45 minutes of him, but I want him to go out on loan, play games. We need to get an experienced keeper in. Team don't have no experience as it is. Last thing this team needs is a young goalkeeper. So an experienced goalkeeper is a very good opportunity to just get some top level professionalism and know-how in the team. It's a cheap thing to do as well. It's not. There's just no reason to have there's no reason to be going in to the season with Kepa and a 19-year-old in goal. It just doesn't. It's just not necessary. It's just not worth. It's not worth the risk. Here's Nkuku. Sorry, here's Jackson. Sorry. Oh, here he is. Here he is. God, he's sitting people down. Oh, I thought Jackson was going to do a madness. I thought he was onto something there. My days. Jackson should have just released it maybe, but he was on a roll. I think his shot got blocked in the end. He was on a roll. I wouldn't agree with that. I mean, well, listen, for what I've seen in the Chelsea shirt, Jackson has been very cool to give the ball to an assist. His first 2 goal contributions were an assist, 2 assists before he even scored his first goal. So I wouldn't say Jackson is not someone who will pass the ball. I wouldn't say that at all. 50 minutes. I wouldn't say that. Nkuku was offside. Here's Gallagher. Colwell back to the keeper. Good pass. Oh my God, Angelo. Here's Willian. Willian blocked. Inside. And switched. Decent little press here. The defenders is the goalkeeper now. So Fulham just in possession at the moment, keeping it around the back line. He's going to switch play. Robertson now, inside. Willian. Still Willian. Got 2 on him now. Still managed to get out of it. And they put the ball in, headed. Good defending from Levi Colwell. Goalkeeper. There it is. Nah, we will. I think we'll go for it. I think we'll go for a goalkeeper, Matisse. I think if we're capable of signing a centre back for 45 million euros out of nowhere, we can definitely get a goalkeeper out of nowhere. Trust me, could definitely get a goalkeeper coming in out of nowhere. That's an easy. Most of the time, goalkeepers do just come out of nowhere, especially if they're backups or competition ones. Look at that. Look at today. Arsenal in for Raya. Nobody saw that coming. Randomly out of nowhere, Raya's looking like he could go to Arsenal. So if there's one position where I'm expecting out of nowhere to suddenly hear we've got someone coming in, is the goalkeeper. 100%. I'm not expecting to keep Solino at all. And he's not got enough games to show what he needs to show in goal anyway. He's come too late. This is his first preseason game. Dortmund's next. We should really be playing Kepa in goal against Dortmund because he's going to start against Liverpool. So he's not going to get enough opportunities to show that he can stay. He needed to come in from Wrexham, from the Wrexham game. Yeah, he was good in the under-21s of the World Cup. So was Cassidy, though. And probably Cassidy might end up going out on loan as well. And he's actually been playing games. But the Premier League is not the under-21s of the World Cup. That's everybody in your same age group. There's a difference between that group and going up against 30-year-old men on corners trying to come out and cross-collect. It's a different ball game. Different ball game. Whole different ball game. Fulham got a corner. They're going to take this and swing it in. That's fine. Wide. Wide the mark. Cassidy's defensive awareness needs work. Needs to be used in preferred role because he's not looking like he's playing this deep. I think the level was just higher. That's the difference. He might play deeper. He might play deep for international, I don't know. But when the level goes up and the tempo of the game goes up, doesn't matter if it's their preferred position or not, they're not going to be able to do the things as well that they were showing in under 21s. Even if he's a 10, he's still going to find it difficult in his preferred position at this level because this level is higher. So the defensive midfielders like Rodri are gonna come for him. It's going to be very difficult, you know. Partey, Rodri, Casemiro. It's just the levels have gone. The level's gone up. Finish. Matson had a good chance there. Matson had a very good opportunity there, man. Could have scored. He's offside anyway. Okay, cool. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Because I would have actually, the way Matson's been finishing this preseason, I would have expected him to bang that in. I can't lie. It's turned us now. Look, left side, Willian again. Look at the overlap. 2v1. Angelo did get back there. To be fair to him, that's good. He did get back. Scuffed a shot, didn't he? Yeah. I don't know what that is, Kieran, but appreciate the super chat, but that is very incorrect. That's a very incorrect super chat, but I appreciate the super chat. Wild. Some wild super chat. Chalobah injured. Kieran is moving mad. She's married. This guy, man. Oh my days. He's gone mad. He's gone mad. Can you imagine? Oh shit. Is Chalobah injured? Is he injured? Can you imagine if I was actually doing that though? That's mad. And then one of the viewers like caught me on that. That's mad. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Oh my God. Yo, bro, I love your content, yeah, but brother, come out of my sister's DMs, I beg you. Oh my God. So Chalobah's injured. Oh, what's going on? He's down. Doesn't look too happy. Looks like you ain't going anywhere, brother. Looks like you're not going anywhere. It might be now James in the right side centre-back position with Silva and then Cucurella. So 2 fullbacks in the back 3. Angelo goes right wing back. Matson tucks in and Mudryk goes to left wing is my initial thinking. That's my initial thinking. Looks like we need a centre-back. Can you imagine if Chalobah's injured for like a month now? Like, bruv. These guys were ahead of the curve getting the centre-back in. Jesus. So yeah, I think that's how it could go, guys. Because I remember Angelo was playing wing-back when in his first game, I think. So if Chalobah's coming off, he might just do that and just put Mudryk on. Who else is on the bench? Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, is Hall going to come on? Is he coming on? Oh, he's coming on. Okay, Lewis Hall's coming on. Nice. Bergstorm coming on as well. Good. Lewis Hall's coming on. Nice. So I'm guessing he's going to play. Where's he going to play? I don't actually have a clue, you know. I don't know where he's going to play, but it's good to see him. I ain't got no idea where you plan on playing, my brother, but good to see you. Left back, Cucurella. Cucurella centre back. We don't want to see that. We do not want to see that, please. We do not want to see Cucurella centre back. You could put Alfie centre back because he's actually a centre back. That's fine. If Alfie's coming on, then he's going to go centre back. Problem solved. Forgot he was there. And Cuckoo's coming off. And I think Lewis Hall's coming on. He was never going to do the full 90. So Lewis Hall will come on, play in the 2 alongside either Cassidy or Gallagher. It doesn't really make a difference. It could even be a 3-man midfield. That's cool. That's cool. $61. So goalkeeper's been changed. Clipped over. Cucurella now. Lewis Hall. So Lewis Hall's actually playing left wing back. Alfie, Colwell, and Cucurella, your 3 centre backs. James right wing back, and Jackson, Matson, and Cassidy. Matson, Jackson look like they may be like your striker and your support striker, and then you got your midfielders just behind. But yeah, looking like a change of formation, people. Looking like a 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. But Cassidy's looking like he's going to play in between the lines. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, back 3, I think. Back 3. Matson as the 10 or as the second striker, just coming in off the left a little bit. Lewis Hall left wing back, James right wing back, Alfie, Colwell, and Cucurella back 3, and then midfield will sort themselves out. 3-man midfield. Either one of them can go forward. Here's James. Well done, good play. Alfie back to the keeper. Bergstorm's going to clear. It's going to use that header. Matson. Unlucky. Lewis Hall pressed that now. Cool. Back to the keeper. Jackson will press. And fantastic. Fulham out for a throw-in. Why no Mudryk? Listen, Mudryk's played. He's played games. He's got a lot of minutes. He'll play against Dortmund. I'm not really worried. Not really worried. Can't play everyone. I'd rather see Angelo one last time to see if he's going to prove that he should stay. He hasn't really done enough so far, I'd say. He's had a couple of loose touches. Hasn't done enough. Oh, Matson, can we get a good delivery? It's unfortunate. Jackson wins it. Well done. Come on, bro. Don't be doing dumb shit now. It's unnecessary, man, from Jackson. Here's Lewis Hall. Oh, Lewis Hall. Oh, good play. Wins the free kick. Very good. That's what he can do, man. That's what Lewis Hall can do. It's a very, very good footballer. Carries the ball very well, man. Saw it so many times last season, skipping away from people. Kid's got talent, man. Kid has got serious talent. Kid has got talent. Shame we got too many left backs. Free kick. Shame Nkuku's not on the pitch, but I think it's too far out for Nkuku anyway. Don't think he hits them from this distance. So it's going to be Reece James. James is going to take this. Let's see what he does with it. It's pretty good distance. James, nah. Who's captain? Silva was captain when he was on. I don't know who's captain currently. Silva's now no longer on, so James has not got. I think James. Yeah, I think that's James with the armband. I see. Yeah, James. James is captain. James is the captain. "65 minutes gone." Substitutions. Williams coming off now. Divock Origi, I think, is coming on. And Andres Pereira is coming on as well. Oh, no, it's not Divock Origi. It's not coming on. There we are. All right. I just can't wait for the competitive games to start. I can't lie. I need to feel the pressure again. It's been a while since I felt the pressure. These are nice little summer games, summer holiday games, but I need the pressure now. I'm ready. I'm ready for the real shit. Show me the real stuff. And Fulham are not really doing much. Yeah, they're not really. But that's what I expected. That's what I said before the game. I expect us to win this game comfortably because I don't think Fulham, from an attacking standpoint, are really that testing. I don't think they've really got that much to give. I expect them to be in the bottom half of the league. If they don't make some serious additions to their team, I think they'll be in the bottom half of the league comfortably. To be honest, I think West Ham will be a lot better this season. They have to be with the players they got. But then again, they did lose Rice, so we'll see. Maybe West Ham actually might just plateau. But here's Matson playing out Jackson now. Come on, bro. I need output now. Enough of the fancy flicks. Matson, Jackson. Here's Cucurella. Jackson cannot get complacent at all. Has to keep. Yeah, that's a wayward pass from Cole. Needs to keep focused on performing. He ain't made it yet, mate. He ain't made it yet. Here they are, Fulham now. Just keeping the ball nicely. It's been a bit of a flat second half, to be honest. They're clipping around the corner. Cucurella's in the chase. Oh my God. He's actually not... Jesus Christ. He's not that quick, is he? Sometimes. He doesn't look like he gets across the ground as quickly as I thought he should, Cucurella. Sometimes he's really quick and he gets to things really quickly, and sometimes he looks a bit sluggish. Such a strange player. All right, goalkeeper now. Start the build up again. This pitch makes every player look atrocious. Here's Angelo. Distances are wide, man. This is why back threes are a little bit like, just look at the distances between the attackers again. Look at it. This is something we always struggled with the back three. Look at the distances between the attackers. The distances are massive as opposed to what we saw in the first half. People are a lot closer to each other. It's not like that with this formation. It's a bit spread out. It's the second time this pre-season where we moved to a back three, and I'm like, maybe even the third time actually. We moved to a back three, and it's not really good to watch. It's not a good watch. Bergstorm. I mean, listen, anyone that's like a Bergstorm is max got to be a third choice option. You know, maybe he could be coming in and Bettinelli could leave, and then he could be the third choice. But That's as good as it gets. That is as good as it gets in my book. FedEx Field is one of the worst NFL stadiums. I don't know why they chose it. Oh, okay. It's not a good stadium. Interesting. Yeah, Santos definitely ready next season. Ready. Cassidy and Carney, that's up to Poch, but Santos is ready, man. Santos is ready to be in the squad. You get Caicedo in. Santos is your first option after Caicedo defensively. Simple. I wouldn't even mind seeing them play together. I think Caicedo and Santos together would be nuts. I think it would be nuts. Did you see Angelo? Yeah, Angelo's not really been great since he come on. Let's see. Chelsea haven't. Yeah. So with the Caicedo deal, I don't think we've had poor negotiation tactics. I just think we need to understand now that what we're trying to do is not working and decide now, are we actually going to pay or not? And if we are going to pay, then we need to go all in with 100 million, you know, whether it's 85 plus 15 installments or 90 plus 10, like we need to get serious, because I have no problem negotiating and trying to get the price down, but the price is not coming down. So at some point you need to accept that your negotiation tactic is not working, and then you need to decide what you're doing, because we need the player. So, but if you want someone to blame, Caicedo's agent, that's the person that really screwed this one up, because there's no release clause in the contract, and he could have easily got one. You know, he could. I think if he had said in January, can you please put a 85 million release clause in the contract, I think Brighton would have put it in. Or Jackson caught onto it too late, wide. I think Brighton would have put it in. 85 million. I think they would have put it in. I don't think they were thinking about 100 million for him in January. I just don't think they wanted to lose him mid-season. That's why they rejected Arsenal's bid. I think that was the main reason why they rejected it, because they didn't want to lose him mid-season. So you got to pay a premium to take someone out of the team mid-season. But I think if you said to them in January as an agent, okay, fine, well, you know, can we get an 85 million clause here? At that point, Rice had not left for 105. I think they would have been fine with that. I think they would have been fine. No, I don't want to involve Sanchez in a negotiation tactic. I don't think we should be doing that at all. We shouldn't be trying to help Brighton anymore. Either pay for the player or move on. Don't involve any more players that are not good enough. We've already signed one Spanish man from them that we're trying to fix up. We don't need to sign another one. So Sanchez should not be involved at all. They want money. Just pay the money, man. Pay the money or move on. We don't have time to be signing players we're not sure on, or not really playing very well, and not statistically are not looking good. Matson, Hall, go on. Gallagher, probably switch it or something. Yeah, I wouldn't involve that, because then once again, we're walking out of this week. Second summer in a row, then they're pulling the wool over our eyes. Here's Cucurella. Here's Gallagher. Looking for Jackson. That's a great pass. Here's Jackson. Jackson, go on. Oh, unlucky. Ran out of room. The goals were from Silva and from Nkuku. 2 goals. 15 minutes to go. It's a bit of a drag. Yeah, just 15 minutes to go. Really hope to see the strongest team against Dortmund, man. Really do. Ball in. And I really, I hope we signed Caicedo by Dortmund, but that's probably wishful thinking. I'll just say hopefully, you know, if he's signed by Liverpool, then that will do the job. Good save from the keeper, Bergstrom. Very good save. It was low down, near post. I think that's got to be the target now. Just get Caicedo in for Liverpool. You know, he's had a pre-season with Brighton. He'll be fully fit. Get Caicedo in for Liverpool, man. If you do that, then all is forgiven. Do you know what I'm saying? All is forgiven that he wasn't here for the pre-season. But if we go into that Liverpool game and we don't have him, then it's a monumental fail. Gallagher, straight at the keeper. Straight at the keeper. Come on. Divock Origi's on. It's a good press. Lewis Hall again. If Lewis Hall could shoot and his chances that he created last season were taken, them statistics last season would be through the roof. If that man could shoot in all the opportunities that he got to score 1v1 on the overload, just if he could shoot like Chilwell, and if someone put the ball in the back of the net for the chances that he put in, mad statistics would have been dropping. Here's Cucurella now. Well, clears it. Pressure them, Gallagher. Okay. Well done, Hall. Well done. Cucurella's going to take the throw. Yeah, Jackson's pressing from the front, man. That's what that's what you need for Poch as well. You need someone who's going to put the work in off the ball, start the press. He's doing that. That's not a surprise to me though. He's young. He's young. He's going to do that. He does work incredibly hard. Ooh, that was near. That was a bit fortuitous, but Alfie sorted it. James now out to Lewis Hall. It's not a great cross. I expected a better cross. Free kick again. Reece James looks very he looks very much like he's in second gear today, but in a good way. Reece James is just chilling out there, man. He's just gliding. He's playing the game at second gear. Playing the game in second gear. Yeah. Jackson back. Not seeing much of Cassidy since he's come on, to be honest. I'm not seeing much of Cassidy. He's probably been the quietest one. See if he can get on the ball and link things up a bit. He's not really involved. Game's kind of passing him by since he's come on. And I felt that way when he came on in the last game against Newcastle as well. It took him about 10-15 minutes to settle. He was giving the ball away very cheaply as well. So, yeah. Well done, James. Throw and taking quickly again. Hold him up. James is... Bro, just watch James. Every time the ball goes near James, just watch him. This brother is chilling today, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. He's not come out of second gear. I'm tempted to say Reece James is playing in third gear. This guy is chilling today. He is chilling. My goodness. Reece James is chilling, bruv. Oh my God. It looks like he's, I don't know, man. Everything he does, bruv, I'm telling you, he doesn't want to get injured. Do you know what? You might be spot on. You might be spot on. He just doesn't want to get injured. He just does not want to get injured. That's probably what it is. Yeah. I'm thinking, you're right. You're spot on. He just doesn't want to get injured. This guy is playing like as if he could get injured at any moment. He's just trying to make sure everything's clean and nothing, no contact. He's trying to play no contact today. No contact. Yeah, man. He's taking his time. He's very careful today. Taking his time. Yeah, man. He said, listen, I'll show you what I got against Liverpool. I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today. I'm not getting injured. That man is protecting his body like crazy. But you can do that at right back but you can't do that in midfield. That's where when people are telling me, oh, we should try him in midfield, he can't protect himself in midfield. Midfield is a nasty game. It gets real messy in there. Challenges are flying and it's constant. You just like there's no time for a midfielder to rest. It doesn't exist. The midfielder is always moving. The game always requires something from you. In possession, out of possession, closing passing lanes, breaking lines, getting forward, getting back. Always involved. I don't think a midfielder ever stops running. If a midfielder stops running, that's not a midfielder. Can't be. Midfielder has to come off if they stop running, they stop moving, they got to come off. Can't be playing there, man, if you're Reece James. Not right now, man. That will break his body down like crazy. Break his body down. Can't be doing it. I would have loved if they put one of those cameras on Kante's chest when he played at his peak in the Premier League. I would have loved to have seen the amount of ground Kante would be covering and the speed that he does it at. If they put that camera on his chest against Real Madrid in the Champions League when he got man of the match, that would be a good watch. I can't lie. That would be a brilliant watch. It's kind of mad how they haven't done this earlier and done it in competitive competition. It's such good content for their channels and their platforms like UEFA, FIFA, Premier League. You'd think with all of the money, all the technology, they would be doing all of these things. And it's not like it's going to affect the player's performance. They won't even clock that it's even there once they've got it on. But they could be getting crazy footage and they just don't do it. It just doesn't make any sense. Even the camera angles, they don't play with the camera angles enough. The referee had a body cam on as well. That was a great view of the Jesus goal for Arsenal in the first preseason game. I don't know why they don't do more of this stuff. They're so, I don't know, man. So traditional. It's crazy. Here's Angelo. Oh, little nutmeg. Little nutmeg from Angelo. He's Brazilian and he used to play for Santos. That's what you're gonna get. We love a good nutmeg over here at Chelsea. Santos so mature, DM for his age, does not panic. He does not. He's a very calm brother. Very, very impressive in this preseason, man. He's been one of the most impressive because the responsibility is at an all-time high and he's performing. Here's Gallagher. Oof. Jesus. Man's chasing after that ball like crazy. Here's Cassidy. I need you to play that pass now. Lewis Hall. Matson on the overlap. Good. Matson on the left. He's got Lewis Hall underlapping. Back to Cucurella. Effectively, we have 3 left backs on this pitch. Crazy. Here's Gallagher. James. Gallagher. You got pressed. No one telling man on. He's not the best scanner. Here's James. Oh, careful. Careful with my brother Reese. Careful with my brother Reese. Oh, come on, man. You guys, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're the only one that did that. Yeah, it's just you, mate. It's just you. Everybody else is fine. You're just tapped in the head. Yeah. That's you. You're just being tapped. That's your business. Yeah, that's definitely your business. No one else said that. That's your mind. That's your mind gone clear. Your mind's gone clear, brother. That's for you. That's your business. Oh dear. 5 minutes to go. Not the most thrilling, craziest preseason game, but no injuries so far, touch wood. So that's a positive. And we won. That's another positive. So yeah, I'm not. And you know what? We got to see Angelo, we got to see Lewis Hall. So definitely a positive, because we thought these people were out the door in terms of game time. They got good game time today, so that's nice. Oh shit, Trevor got injured. Yeah, I'll take that back. Ah, god damn, we can't even have one game. We can't even have one. Trev's injured. Hopefully it's not out for too long. If it is, then we've already sorted ourselves. We're ahead of the curve. Crazy ahead of the curve. It's like we already knew it was coming. Couple minutes to go. Here's James. Cassidy, well done. Turned his player. Oh, unlucky. There was a pass also for Matson inside in the 10, but he wanted to go with the assist for Jackson. He just a bit too much on it, but it's a nice turn. It's a very nice turn. Tempo of the game's dropped a bit. Couple minutes to go. It's been an interesting one. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would have loved to have got a goal from this half with the players we got out there. Jackson's out there, so you're always thinking he's going to get a goal the way he's played in preseason. Matson as well has got a good shot on him, so he's included in potentially getting a goal. But yeah, still big improvements to be made. By no means are we anywhere near the finished article. I'd say we're about 50% of where I'd like us to be based on what I've seen so far in preseason. I think I'd say we're about 50% max. I think there's a lot of improvement to make still. A lot of improvement. Here's Cucurella, Gallagher, Cassidy. It's almost over. Fulham are not even competing anymore. That's the thing. There's nothing that Fulham are offering right now that's of any interest to us. Dortmund will be more interesting now than this one. Yeah, it's got to be, for me, it's got to be the strongest team against Dortmund. Has to be. If it's not, then there must be some sort of behind the scenes, behind closed doors friendly. But even if there is, you still would surely go for the strongest team against Dortmund. It's your last official Premier League game. Sorry, it's your last official friendly. So if you're not putting your strongest team out against Dortmund, then that's kind of mad. Obviously, we still got acquisitions to make, but I want to see the new centre back against Dortmund because Chalobah's out. For sure, I want to see him. And you could even go with the new centre mid as well. I think probably makes more sense to bring him off the bench because Santos and Enzo for me are playing. They look like they're playing against Liverpool because if Caicedo's not here before then Santos and Enzo look like they're playing against Liverpool. So then you'd probably just bring your brother from Rennes off the bench, but I don't know. I have to see. Big up, Big Six Bants. 1 week, Liverpool. Not far away. Not far away. I think both teams will probably want to win. Both teams more than capable of losing as well with their defensive structures. I think our defense is actually probably looking more airtight than theirs, but I know we got a couple bozo genes back there, so I'm not going to be confident, especially when the level of attack that we're coming up against is higher than anything we've faced. You're seeing Salah now, you're seeing Diaz, you're seeing Nunes, Jota. We ain't played no attack of that level in pre-season, so it's going to balance itself out quite nicely. To be honest, got to step up. Is that full time? Is it? Yeah, full time. We are the Summer Series champions. This doesn't count though, because we're not Tottenham, so we don't count friendly trophies. But yeah, nice to see that we've won this game because I feel like this had to be won, to be honest, based on the way that Fulham are. But yeah, decent. Nothing exciting, nothing crazy, but it will do the job. But listen, we will see you for the review. Smash up the like, subscribe, people. I will be there for the review. Looking forward to getting out all the information and thoughts and feelings on what I've just seen. But I think, like I said, there's gears. Today felt very second gear. We gotta go a lot higher. We gotta raise our game a lot higher than that when the Premier League starts. But for today, it will do the job. It's good to see Angelo get minutes. Good to see Lewis Hall get minutes. And then we go from there. Subscribe, like. I will see you guys very soon. What do you can't believe? In a bit, people. Peace. Perfect.